Okay, good thing that I'm not late today. I thought I was gonna be late a bit today. How you boys all doing? The leveling nerf, or I guess the quote-unquote nerf, is here. I got to play a little bit of it. Doesn't really feel too bad, or that much slower. I was really thinking like, okay, apparently they added like some item level scaling or some mob level scaling or stuff like that. So things are not dying immediately. You still can do some wild things where what's the best way to explain it? Like, my Death Knight has decent gear, not amazing gear, but decent gear from last expansion, the Fairlath legendary, and the tier set, and like that thing could still, I mean, I'm still tanking things as a Frost DK at level 77, so like nothing is like killing me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's a nerf, but like a rebalancing. Really, I don't even know I don't even know what is the point of it. I guess like I would need to try a character that's a lower level, and I don't have a warlock and a mage, and if those characters can no longer just like one-shot the world, yeah, that'll feel a little different. Same doesn't feel like much. Yeah, it just doesn't really feel like at all. Like I might just need to try like a super low level character, and maybe there I'll really start to feel it. But I could tell a difference, dude. But that's, but I guess you could say that technically leveling did get nerfed, but it just does. I don't. Like, if they never said that they're nerfing anything, like if they said like, yeah, we're not nerfing anything, nothing new happened, and just did it in the background, I don't think anyone would have noticed. You know what I mean? That's a relief. Like, I don't think anybody would have noticed. Although, whatever they did, man, they nerfed the entire game because loading screen boss has gotten buffed this week. I don't know what the hell they did, but like loading back into the game in and out is just like a pain. Like, you'll be sitting on a loading screen for a while when you're trying to log between characters, man. It is wild. Can you clear in 5 minutes then? Yeah, I want to say yeah. But like, I'll let the in-game music play since I had it running in the background because it was doing the story chapter stuff. And then I had to log off for a second. New capital city is so much larger than Valdraken. Laggier than Valdraken. Uh-oh, that's not good. I think you still can clear Rookery in 5 minutes. Because we had a bug in the Rookery where, like, basically we were 4-manning it because the 5th person could not get on the group at all because instance was full. Somehow, some way, somebody was in that raid group or dungeon group, and the body would not, like, get kicked out. They were dead on the floor, and they just for some reason could not get. They're struggling today, dude. They're struggling today. I don't even know what's going on, but yeah, it's been so much for a little maintenance, dude. There's gonna be another maintenance tomorrow. You 100% know it. At least you're no longer disconnecting from BNet and like other and guild services or whatever, like Blizzard services disconnect. So at least there's that, but like now they, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did. Honestly, they did a lot of stuff on the back end though, didn't they? They did do a lot of stuff on the back end. Guilds are now cross-server. Warbands, basic all characters are combined together. Servers basically don't really matter as much. I mean, they still kind of do, but not really. And it's like, okay, now that we kind of got these things sort of functioning where you're not getting disconnected randomly, now it takes ages to just log in. I don't know what's happening. Oh, no, dude. No. But yeah, we had a person that, in the Rookery, we had a person that basically was just like a body. Are the servers completely dead? Is that what happened? Oh, come on, man. What is happening? Beat this low screen boss 6 a few tries. Yeah. I'm just gonna quit out. That's what happened. That's what happened to me last time. I literally had to quit out, come back in. Realize you can transfer honor. It's gonna be a game changer for me. Yeah, KMBT, you can transfer honor. You do lose 20% of it in transfer just because they want to encourage you to play those actual characters that you're trying to gear. But yeah, you can still transfer it in between. It does have like you'll be like 20% of it will be lost in transaction or whatever. I think that's them just doing it for like, I don't know, to encourage you playing a brand new character or whatever, right? Some limitations on it that they feel like need to be there. I don't really know if they need to have any, honestly. Oh man. Going through EA from 75, I don't feel like I'm dragging ass or anything. I only have 2 delves along with the campaign. I only have 2 delves along with the campaign. Oh, okay. Yeah, just do the main story, and like if you need extra XP, do some side quests or dungeons. Dungeons are pretty good right now because everybody's spamming them. But that'll be a decent bit of XP overall. What's up, Sully? How you doing, my guy? But yeah, I was doing the boss pulls in Rookery as a prop pala. Yeah, as a prop pala, I was doing boss to boss pulls in Rookery as a prop pala. Yeah, I mean, as a tank, I don't think you would. As a tank, I don't think you'll die. I think it comes down to DPS and healers at this point. This is the strongest PvP right now in general sense. So whatever answer I give you right now, like in the pre-season stuff, I don't think it's going to be a good, like, if I tell you, let's say, like, Warriors seem to be really strong. What is the nerf and by the time season 1 comes out? You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a lot of tuning. I'm sure there's going to be even more class tuning as we go on. But yeah, I don't know. From the time that I've been able to spend PvPing myself, I think Affliction Warlocks are pretty nutty. Affliction Warlocks are pretty good. I know mages are pretty good. Rogues still are kind of nuts. Warriors are very strong. DKs can be pretty durable. I feel like priests are also pretty decent too. But yeah, I mean, anything that's good right now, it doesn't mean it's going to be good going forward. So trying to like plan what class you're gonna like focus on based on pre-seasonal stuff, I feel like you're gonna get disappointed no matter what I say, honestly. Honestly. Dude, I've been thinking this music that they got for this expansion has been a vibe. It's been actually so good. Especially some of the Ashka Het, like, I don't even understand it. It's like string, that tune specifically. I'm sure it'll play it at some point since we're literally stuck in loading screen. I don't even know what, this wasn't even happening earlier to me. This normally was just like a bar that I had to wait out for, right? The bottom, the blue bar. This is new. This I was not experiencing this before. Hopefully this will get fixed at some point, because Jesus, this is bad. This is bad. What is going on, dude? Oh no. I just want to make sure I try it for my, like, is the entire thing down? What is happening? I'm gonna try again, dude. I'm gonna try again. I'm losing my mind over here, boys. Is that like an update that I'm just not seeing or something? Check for updates. Everything is up to date. All right. Let's try one more time. Loading screen bosses enraged. Dude. This is new. Honestly, this loading screen thing, this even trying to log in and even get realm retrieving realmless thing, this is new. Yeah, this got worse somehow. Somebody got soundtracks. They're really good. The music of this expansion so far has been excellent. I've been enjoying a lot of it. Very atmospheric. It matches the zones. Whereas in Diablo 4, look, Diablo at least logs you into the game. You wait literally ages to try to log in, but at least it logs you in. This is new. Gonna use the auction house to log you out. Yeah, auction house, crafting orders I heard are pretty bad too. But yeah, auction house, I accidentally tried doing that on my hunter earlier. And yeah, everybody started moving in place. I was just trying to sell some stuff, dude. I sold like one item and the other item got like bugged. It just wouldn't load the auction house and they seed. And all I was doing just now before the stream, I was just trying to get like the main story stuff done because I got a new chapter quest. Brother, this is getting ridiculous. Well, whatever they fixed, they broke other things, dude. Just why try to fix things that ain't broken? They decided to fix the people's ability to even log into the game. Yeah, let's fix that. That'd be fun. Also, the quest you have to do for the story thing, there's like 8 mobs that spawn in this like circular area, the Nerubian area. It's like a creation area where they ascend or whatever, right? There's like 8 different Nerubians that can spawn, and they all have a chance of dropping the item that you need for a quest. And all of them take like 5 minutes to respawn. So people are flying in circles just hunting those things down, dude. It was abysmal. The spawn rates need to be amped. They need to be juiced immediately. It is illegal how long it takes for those mobs to respawn. I've been hearing that red is really great. Is that true? I've not been keeping up with red. So all I heard is from a guildie of mine that is thinking of like switching over to rogue from red. He said like numbers wise red wasn't looking that good, but I told them like I wouldn't put past them to like hotfix and do some tuning, especially after like the heroic week for a lot of the classes. Like if red's are that far behind, because they said before they don't want red, Shadow Priest, and Windwalker to be that far behind other classes, just because you're like the only DPS option for a Paladin, Monk, Shadow Priest. So yeah, plus red Pally generally historically has been a class that didn't scale well endgame, but it had a strong start. And I guess they gave them a little bit better stat scaling now, so maybe they'll be better down the line, but it would be so unreal, because this, you know, still weapon scaling is a little weird for them too. It's always been like that. But it'll be weird for Red Pally not to have a strong start. That's usually what they're really, really good at, is a strong start at the beginning of an expansion, and then they usually kind of fall off towards the tail end, not the opposite way. Or the other classes that have the opposite scaling would be like a warrior or rogue. It historically have been in that kind of a position. I have no idea how detailed bad reds are, but that is That is a thing that I heard, that they're like apparently not amazing. Then again, I wouldn't put it past them to like do a bunch of tuning because of Heroic Week specifically. They're probably gonna see how classes are performing, see who's underperforming, and tune them up. It'll be some real level irony if they started doing better at the end of Xbox instead of the start. Some sort of real irony if they started doing better. Well, no, I mean, some classes scale that way, right? They don't really have the strongest of starts, and they usually become like giga by the end of the expansion. Like Warriors generally, historically, have had that happen to them for multiple expansions now. So it's not uncommon. It's just Red Pally has been the inverse of it for quite a bit. But they've also had an issue of scaling. Like they never really scaled super well. Unless you needed some giga stats. Like BFA, right? At the end of BFA, when you could do corruptions and get Giga Mastery, Rest discovered like, wait, there's a build that could work. But I don't know. Ever since the rework in Dragonflight and then a little bit of adjustments they did for this expansion, they technically gave them better scaling. Mastery is a good stat for them. Crit has some scaling to it because there's crit damage components. Haste is good. Verse is good. So you would think that the class, I think, should start. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, right? It's just it's a little different than the same classes before. I'm just going by like historically. Certain classes do scale good at the start of an expansion, and others scale better towards the tail end of an expansion. But they've change the math on classes so much. I don't even know if that ends up being a thing going forward. Kind of like how Shadow Priest, they started off like kind of okay at the start of BFA, for example, right? But then the borrowed power stuff really let them like scale out of control where they kept nerfing them. But every single season they were just like top. Except for maybe like the very last one in BFA. Recommend Arcane Spec of Mage fighting a ton of fun. I think it'll be my main. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, Arcane is the play, man. They're really, really good. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. How many more times am I gonna have to do this, chat? What do you think? Take your bets. By the way, this song in particular is gorgeous. Shadow Priest felt really good on the beta. Oh yeah, no, it felt pretty good. I really was hoping that one of the hero talents would really help him play heavily into dots or something, like VT and Pain and all that, but instead they kind of became like either a big Mind Blaster with that Torrent, or they became like a Flayer, right? They either Mind Blasting or Flaying. And like, I guess it works. Like Archon is still really, really strong. What was the dungeon level nerf? So they changed like the ways they changed the way that enemies scale for classes at different level intervals, and that really is going to affect classes primarily in dungeons. I mean, I guess out in the open world also, but it's primarily for dungeons because players were doing this. So we're running dungeons, even capping characters at a level 70 at a certain level, just capping, because at level 70 were the strongest. The way that the gear worked for Dragonflight gear with the tier sets and all that allowed those level 70 players to be absolutely overpowered. We're level like even a fully geared level 80. Okay, they took the realms down fully. Got it. Even with a fully geared level 80 character, like was getting blown out of the water by level 70s, 71s and 72s, right? The lower level you were, the stronger you were. It's some Shadowlands-esque scaling they had for a good bit. So they now have adjusted it where you don't, like, it's still gonna feel strong, but not as, it's still meant to feel overpowered at lower level when you're still running Dragonflight gear, but now enemies' damage and health scales a little bit more for you. So you're not gonna be able to just blast through them within seconds. By the way, the story thing in this chapter specifically, it is wild. I don't know if I want to spoil it.
It would have been better if they just killed her.
Bro, it was crazy.
Am I? One monster has sympathy for another.
It is crazy.
Death is the end of the story. Anything before that is workable.
By the way,
Champion, we've got a report.
do you guys want spoilers on the story? What happened this week? Because it was awesome. It was actually really, really cool. Well, there goes the expect, no leveling, no fun. No, I feel like that's usually what people jump into. Oh, no more leveling? Oh my god, can you believe they nerfed it? It's like, dude, we were just talking about it at the beginning of the stream. Like, I even said that, you know, it does feel a little different, but like, I'm still tanking as a Frost Death Knight at level 77. Like, if they didn't say anything about the scaling thing they did, technically it's a nerf, but you really don't notice it. Like, I really want to try it on a super low level character like a 72 or 71 to see if I notice anything at all. Like, I swear to God, if I'm still just shadow burning things into oblivion,
What's down there?
that'd be kind of wild.
Black blood. They're hauling it up to Hallowfall.
Oh my God, dude. I've done 70 to 76 in 2 minutes. Feels the same and similar. I mean, after the nerfs?
Rubians. Zalatab can stick her fingers right into their minds. They put up a hell of a fight.
A tactic she uses all too often. We'll have to account for that when we face her.
Yeah, after the nerfs.
Thank
Yeah, that's why I really want to try leveling mage for a bit. But, yeah, so the queen from that one cinematic.
Even the odds against the Nerubians. Help Rince secure them, champion.
Anyway, sorry, spoilers. So you know that the queen from that one cinematic, right? Queen Neferset, I think her name is. Yeah. She's alive. Sorta. But like, she's giga ascended. Also, this whole like Xalatath and the Ascended and all that other stuff. Like, should I be spoiling? I don't even know if I should be spoiling. It's so good, man. I've actually enjoyed it a lot. 460 prop pala. Wait, did I have a thing here? No. I thought it's so rare. I still gotta get the, what's his face? The Belladar spawn. I think what we'll do is I want to finish the story chapters here. Then we'll do DK for a bit. Then I want to do spawn, and then I guess do the mage. See how it feels. 70 DH, stomping at the moment in Rook. Yeah, they did say they still want classes to feel overpowered, but like, it's a slight adjustment with like level scaling and enemies having a bit more health so you don't wipe them out in like literally 0.2 seconds. Not figuratively, literally 0.2 seconds.
Perfect timing. I'd like you to meet a friend of mine.
Oh, this game?
May your ZZ0147 is the last maintenance machine of the Deep Forge Golem Works.
So excited to get off Warcraft playing. It's been pretty fun, man. Doesn't even matter really, does it?
I speak for the machines.
What do I do? Wait. Alright, so decoy, deploy a hologram as a tool. Oh, the goblins, dude. 100% we're gonna go to Undermine. With so much goblins influence in this expansion, we're definitely gonna be going to Undermine. It is guaranteed, man. It is guaranteed. Seriously? You have to click this thing? Bro. There we go. Wait, do I have to click it also? No. What am I supposed to do?
That
Uh-huh,
thing is
uh-huh,
huge.
uh-huh.
Our work's cut out for us.
100% we're going to Undermine, dude. Apparently there's some stuff that's in the game files that almost confirms that we're definitely having like a goblin base raid, by the way. I'll probably have a video out on that
The facility is unpowered.
in the future.
That war golem in the corner looks intact.
Which one?
We might be able to reactivate it if we can get some time in there uninterrupted.
I love the music, by the way. It's been so good. Can I... There we go. It's still quite hilarious how this thing moves.
Can't build golems without resources from Shadowvane. The site's mostly automated. It was abandoned centuries ago.
It's so good, dude. DK Major Monk still main. Are you asking what should you play? Dude, I don't even know. I think Death Knight maybe is gonna be good. I don't know what's gonna be good. Mage and Death Knight I feel pretty confident about. Just going with my gut. I don't know what's actually gonna be meta. Just like if you had to take a guess, right? Put some money on it. or somebody puts a gun up to your head and you're like, please tell me a class now. Actually, why would they say please? But like, pick a main now. I lean towards the DK and mage. That's about it. That's about all I got. That's about all I got, man. What would you pick? DK or mage? Mage has always been mage. I feel like, when is the last time mage was bad? I feel like they're always either good in PvP, raids, or dungeons. If not at all of them, at least in one of them, they're probably really, really, really good, unless they're like super undertuned. And even that, I feel like there's been moments where like Shadowlands mage was like kind of like, oh, okay, it looked like mage is gonna be, you know, taking a bit of a back step. Finally, warlocks and shamans and druids and shadow priests could actually play, and all of a sudden the devs were like, just kidding, we gotta make sure our baby is juiced. There's got a little models on the table.
Are you ready for a summary of what we know? Time for a quick sit rep.
So there's a war golem left intact.
DK has 2 DPS specs. One is bound to decent, at least one of them. No, both of them looks really, really good. Both of them have been like nerfed multiple times, and they still were insane in the beta. I'm not even kidding.
Operational to power the golem works. Unfortunately, some isolated kobolds are scavenging there. Keep an eye.
This is a long quest that I thought it was going to be in chapter 3.
Can't build war
It's like
golems
filled.
without materials from Shadowvane.
Zizi and I will meet you at the waterworks, champion.
Champion. He almost sounds like Magni, dude. He almost sounds like Magni. He got a little bit of that bronze beard in him. Don't call me champion, please. No, the PTSD.
Built to last forever. Sure came close.
Gonna please waiting for rare spawn mount quest. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that in a bit with the Belladar.
To adventure. Nothing a little hard work can't
Belladar spawn. That's, or Shadow, whatever it's called.
you and me and Zizi.
Alright, let's see. Wait, I can just fly, can't I? Stealthing for no reason. Do I gotta kill these things? No. Yeah, at this point, yeah. Let's go back to WoW. Last time my main droid.
I need to target something first.
Droids are pretty aight. They're okay. There've been some like comments about droids in terms of like, man, their hero talents don't feel nearly, or some of their talents just don't feel nearly as good as they could be. But they're like, yeah.
The hydraulic system is located in an obstruction within the plant. It's in the main drain. You'll have to enter the dam and manually remove the obstruction.
Defeat elementals? Oh no, is it gonna be one of those like it takes ages for elementals to spawn? Is this really what's gonna happen? Really? Are we doing this again? The same thing as the labs? It says defeat elementals, but I don't see any. Or I guess I see this guy.
Too far away.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Alright, I get it.
Out of range.
Alright, okay. Alright, yeah. Yeah, alright. It's one of those. How many we got a 10? Alright, dude. They really gotta fix this up, man. Wait, a little elementals count? Oh, these things also count. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's not that bad. Just watching everybody else standing around. Nerf leveling hard? We're gonna find that out in a bit, man. We're gonna find that out when I get to play my mage or my warlock. Probably my mage. I probably should get a mage up and running. I'll get them both, but
Too far away.
probably mage. Probably mage is the focus. Just because I like arcane. And I'd want to play arcane. I want to play warlock too. Because Affliction Hellcaller is insane. Diabolus Destra is also really, really fun. But, yeah. We'll find out in a bit. Playing my DK earlier, at level 78, you're still able to, like... I'm able to tank things as a Frost Death Knight at 78. So, there doesn't feel bad at all. Does not feel different. But, we'll see. I don't know, man. We'll find out in a bit, yeah? Guardian talents are so bland but effective. I don't know. It's like that's not what you really want to hear out of a spec, right? Like, you know, that's like saying, wait, am I gonna have to do a delve? I am gonna have to do a delve. Maybe not. Hold on. And then up here? Yeah. Sorry, I have the durabilism, dude. I have to go out of my way. I absolutely have to. But you actually have to do full delve? Alright. Real quick. Oh, it's this thing. Okay.
Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
Okay, I just gotta kill these guys. Got it. Yeah, so they did end up nerfing leveling a little bit, but it's mostly just scaling. It's not leveling specifically, it's rather just like the ability for low-level characters to kill stuff, right? Enemies that you'll be fighting have a little bit more health. It's primarily for the dungeon spamming that people have been doing. If you haven't been keeping up with that at all, dungeons have been insanely fast for leveling. Like, people have been able to go from level 70 to 80 in 3 hours, maybe even less. And if you have like a bunch of low-level characters, they end up scaling super hard in lower-level like PvE content. If that makes any sense. Pull everything. I'll be okay, right? I'll be mostly okay, I think, right? Hold on, Bran. You could tank some for me, right? Hey, Bran. There we go, Bran. There you go, Bran. Making friends. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, you're not really fine. Actually, no, you're more fine than me. Good shot, sub Dala. So far, most have been sticking with Outlaw. On the beta, yes. Sub is okay. Sub is gonna be fine for raiding. But everywhere else, I don't really know. Sub is kind of like... Sub is good. Sub is good. I just wish it was better for Mythic Plus, because Trickster sub is still a little whack. Like, Trickster in general is whack. And the fact that Trickster is like the only good choice for that spec is just... You know? Like, really? Really? What is trying to kill me? What am I in combat with?
Give me a moment, champion.
What was trying to kill me? Was it just like a random critter just chasing after me? Was it you? Random ass moth? You? What the hell? Alright.
I do not have a target.
Hi? Did I get all you? Okay, I think I did. Now I'm in combat with something. What's trying to kill me? What am I in combat with right now? Hello? Anything? Anything?
I must get closer.
It's so bugged. It's so buggy. I'm an assassination rogue at the moment. Do you prefer Outlaw over Assassination for overall content? I mean, I like Outlaw a lot, right? If I had to pick like what's your favorite spec, I'd probably say Outlaw. I like Outlaw bunches. That being said, I do think Assassin's probably going to be a better pick overall, though. If you played it at all in a beta, or have seen any footage of people playing it in a beta, you know. You know exactly why it's good. That plus Deathstalker in particular is really, really good, by the way. Insanely fun. Who doesn't love big crits, dude? Just ask yourself the question, who doesn't love big crits? Also, I feel like there's a genuine lack of music in this place. Can you guys hear the music well, by the way? Or is it a little quiet for you? I wanted to quit a great bug came into live. No, apparently that got fixed. The problem with coup de grace is the fact that it exists. That's my biggest problem with that ability. Like, if it just didn't exist, it would be perfectly fine. It's just the animation lock is the worst part. The fact that you can't use abilities while the thing goes through is the worst. Like if they just didn't have the animation lock, I think we'd be in business, but as it stands, it's just kind of abysmal.
I require a target.
So if they remove the animation lock, then I think Trickster is perfectly playable. But otherwise, I'm just not a fan of it. I guess you could compare it to DFA from back in the day. I don't think it's nearly as good as the original DFA. DFA was a good button. It was super, super flashy, and it did giga damage. This thing tickles. It doesn't actually interact with the abilities how it says it does. Like, even if you were to fix it, the animation lock is the worst.
I must get closer.
Because the payoff is not worth. Like, DFA had at least fantastic payoff. And it was a separate button, right? Having it replace your eviscerate, where you literally don't have control over it, sucks. Absolute cheeks. It's absolute cheeks.
I require a target.
Where'd you come from?
Away.
Getting you like one more. Prop Alley Hero Talents feel so good, them. Do they?
That's more like it.
Because all you have is the armor one, which is kind of like okay, but it's like you just toss it out. You don't think about it. Then there's the hammer, which is just you press the hammer button. That's really it. I mean, I guess it's like if you don't want to have anything new in your rotation, they feel pretty nice, but they don't actually do anything. To be honest, they don't actually do anything. It's just like, all right, you get to press a button once in a while. Whoa. Defensively, it just doesn't really offer anything. The other one is at least like, okay, it's a nice shield, but like rotationally, it's you don't do anything to get it. You just press a button. You know what I mean? Once in a while. That's really it. Is this keeping me in stealth? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, cool. The hammer one? The hammer one's cool, but like, I don't know. It just does nothing for a prot. Not really.
I am out of range.
It doesn't really... It's nice if you just want to press buttons for damage, but like...
I must get closer.
Tanks, you'll be surprised to know this, but tank players kind of like being able to press buttons and have a defensive component behind it. It's the best when it's mixed together. When you get the best of both worlds. That's not always the case, though. And Prop Pally 1 is the one that people didn't enjoy throughout all beta. So I guess like if you didn't play Prop Pally in beta and you're like just playing it now, you're like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. But like all the other Prop Pallies that played, they're like, oh, this ain't good. This ain't it, Chief. Not feeling it. Is that all I had to do this entire time? Do a delve just to restore the drain? It is, isn't it? The button hammer, though, shakes the screen, satisfying to push? I guess so, but, like, gameplay-wise, just, it was a thing that was, I don't know.
The drainage system is reading clear across the board.
It was one of those things that was, like, criticized back during beta.
You wouldn't believe what happened in Ironforge during Brewfest.
I think I'm done, right? Yeah. And then I guess I gotta press a button.
I require a target.
Is it outside? Hopefully. Leveling nerf really. Yeah, apparently it has been. I do want to check it out to see how bad it is on a lower level character. But like Death Knight at level 77 as a Frost, you were still able to like tank stuff as Frost. So at 77, you're still pretty godly. You know? I do want to try it on Mage. We'll see how it goes on Mage then. I do like these little like in-game camera cutscene things.
We're bringing this ancient facility
You know?
to life.
How are you, brother? What's up, Lucas? Guardian Druids, in your opinion, how are they? They're pretty decent.
I need some
They were pretty good on beta.
equipment in Shadowvane. I'll join you after I finish some maintenance work here.
Or rather, they were like not prop paladins, so anything that wasn't a prop paladin was pretty good on beta. I don't know if prop paladins are gonna get like a buff last minute or what.
Based on ZZ's initial findings, It looks like none of the crushers are receiving power.
How's it going? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Check the nearby power substation and see if something's amiss.
I didn't realize this chapter, this whole story quests were gonna be this long, but I do like it. I do like it being like meaty. I actually do not hate this at all. You know what this thing reminds me of? Pocopoc. In a way. Doesn't it?
Power isn't reaching the main delivery conduit. Look around in the substation. You may need to reroute the power piping nearby.
Is it gonna be another delve? Or maybe not? Oh wait, it's puzzle, isn't it? 100% it's gonna be a puzzle. 100% it's gonna be a puzzle.
With these pipes and tatters, the water
Or not.
will reach the boilers. If those valves are opened in the correct sequence, they should reroute the water to the working line.
It is a puzzle. Top, bottom. Okay. Top, bottom, top? No. Top, bottom, middle? Bottom? Probably top. Wow, I'm so good at this. Wow. Alright. I've actually really been enjoying like the little story beats in this expansion. I don't know what it is, man.
Power is on.
I don't know what it is.
Spreading to machines and buildings all over the facility. Let's deal with those seized crushers next. Zizi's arc emitter should be able to help with those crushers.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
Can I just skip that? Just vanish. Yeah. Can't grapple yet. And I gotta clean out rubble. Vanish. Leave those for the next guy that tries to do the quest. And one more. Uno más. Ah! Okay. Almost did it. Got a little double grapple hook, by the way. It is so good on Outlaw. And I guess you could double step on SAS. If you're playing this with a SAS. Although you really should be playing... Like, if you are going to be playing a SAS, I really think Deathstalker is the play. It is so good.
I need to target something first.
Hello?
I require a target.
Can I talk to you? There we go.
You see a large cave at the north edge of the site. The final array of crushers is in there. Look for a master switch that controls them.
I need to target something first.
Cool. Big old magma serpent. Yeah, I did the Deathstalker on my rogue, but I'm only 78. Still haven't had the opportunity to play much lately. Hopefully once I get out of work today I can. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Just do the main story. Follow that as much as you can. And you should be good to go. And if you need like bonus XP while following the main story,
We're back up and
do the
for a little
some dungeons.
Problem solving.
Well, however you're talented to your rogue, by the way, with your hero talents, definitely get the capstone as soon as you can. Because once you get the capstone, I feel like that whole hero spec becomes so much easier to manage. All you have to do is just reapply a death mark onto a target, and as long as you have one, and as long as you can re-envenom a healthy target, not like instantly kill someone with an envenom, then you can just maintain that mark on them at all times. And it's pretty damn good. I love the guaranteed crits on that thing. Plus, if you're playing Assassination with the, what's it called? The Envenom and not Sepsis. What's it called? Caustic Spatter. It is really good. There's something satisfying, like uniquely, like villainously satisfying. Just get a random 4 mil crit from those Envenoms and just watching it cleave everything around you. It is so good.
I do not have a target.
Gotta love it. Honestly, gotta love it.
I am out of range.
You just gotta kill stuff?
I need to target something first.
Okay, killing stuff doesn't do enough. They're just gonna wait for him to do a thing. I guess?
Too far away. I do not have a target.
Wait, he's gonna do it for such a long while.
I am out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please.
I require a target.
That took so long. Is this gonna take... Is it gonna be a little quicker? Oh yeah, that is much quicker.
I need to target something first.
One of these. Holy, a whole minute. I gotta wait here for an entire minute. Can I just be in stealth? Yeah, I can. I'm just gonna sit here for an entire minute. Super satisfying. I can't wait to get the rotation and talents ironed out because I feel like mine are out of touch. I can give you like the talents that I'm normally running on the beta. I can give you like the whole talent loadout. It's basically because the stats didn't really change too much, but you're basically playing the spatter AoE build. Whatever, if you've seen anybody recommend like the sudden demise talents, that's bait. That's totally bait, especially when you get into actual Mythic Plus Keystones. That is bait. Technically, sudden demise can be good as long as you're putting bleeds and things are dying really quickly. So like low Mythic Plus dungeons, right? Maybe there's just pad. It really just feels like pad. If you want something that actually feels good, spatter, big envenom. Really? I stood there for an entire minute and did nothing? Okay, dude. I am upset. I am upset. Holy. Okay, we're just gonna do these easy things, dude. This is getting a little ridiculous. Stood there for an entire minute. I can do a full-on assassin rogue guide. What is this quest? Holy. At least these other things are way quicker. Jesus. Black War Within. Look, it's the beginning of an expansion. Everything is nice and new and shiny, right? I want to say, yes, I do. I'm having a very good time with War Within so far. Seasonal content hasn't begun yet. So you never really know how... So you never really know how things are gonna go. You know, I feel like we only just had like a smidge of this expansion's content so far. I don't think it's enough to say that, oh man, this expansion, definitely a winner, right? Guaranteed S tier. We gotta give it like a second, right? Gotta give it like a little bit of a second.
Directive.
And then I think we'll have a better idea. And then we'll have a better idea of like exactly what this expansion is, or if it's like a banger, right? Because at the very beginning, even like what Dragonflight was really fun, And then people started doing the story of Dragonflight, and that's what turned a lot of people off. Even though season 3 was really, really good, generally.
I am out of range.
Oh, even more little. I got beat up. I got my ass kicked. What the? I got my ass kicked.
Facility reactivated. War golems are active and back in production.
Pack it up, team. I know when we're beat.
I really do like this little in-game cutscenes, though. I really appreciate them adding as many of those as they did. I really like every single one of them.
Query.
I cannot overstate that fact enough. All right, where the hell do I go? Is it back up top? Back up top. Okay, and then we'll go and do the Belladar thing. I'll just do it on my rogue because I haven't done the Belladar thing yet. Demon Hunter good class for BGs, PvP. Is that just a statement or is that a question? Sometimes I can't tell, honestly. But yeah, Demon Hunter, didn't they get nerfed recently, actually, in a hotfix? They're making it easier to be an alcoholic. Oh, dude, this is the expansion for alts. This is the alt-friendly expansion. I mean, do you know how many people already have 5 characters within like first 2 days? It is unreal how good it is. It is unreal. Cool. So now we have to wait until the next story chapters are going to be available. And that might actually be like tomorrow or a couple of days after.
Very good. I see Zorion has returned. Does he bring our new Stormward with him?
Question, is it good? They recently got nerfed, but like, they seem to be pretty solid.
Our new Stormward.
They seem to be pretty solid. Have 10? Yeah, dude, that's where it's at. That is where it's at. Because they're making it... Look, they even reward you for leveling more than one character, right? With the whole mentor XP thing. It is so, so good. Gotta love it, man. For Survival Hunter, did they change Raptor Strike or Mungus Bite on Wowhead? Did they have a whole new build? So, I mean... Raptor Strike, Mungus Bite, they didn't really change them from like how it was designed for previous expansions. Do you need to be running a heavy Mungus Bite or Raptor Strike build? Not necessarily. There's more towns that interact with them, but like you don't necessarily need to go full Mungus Bite unless it's pure single target, maybe. But there's a lot more. It's a lot more open-ended. It used to be like, okay, Mungus Bite in every build, staple. Nowadays it's not really. Nowadays not really. It looks like they even pulled back a lot of that full-on support of Mungus Bite, right? What is it? Spearhead no longer interacts with Mungus Bite directly. It's just more of a bleed that interacts with crit damage, which is solid. It is a lot better. Can that buff the damage of a Mungus Bite? Yeah, but it can also buff the damage of everything else. So it doesn't have like a direct correlation to it specifically, if that makes any sense. What class overall is good at playing PvP? I mean, whatever hits the hardest, right? And that's going to be affected by tuning. I think rogues are really fun. Like, really fun. Warriors seem pretty strong right now. A lot of healers seem pretty good. Hunters seem pretty good. I will never get tired of this flight, by the way. This right here. This first time you see the Belladar and the whole zone, it is... Mwah! The whole zone, the Arathi, this whole place, it is the most inspired Bliss has ever been, and I love it, dude. I'm here for it. I'm here for every single second of it. It is so good. I'm gonna go over here. Got one of these spots. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. There's a flower. Now I am. Now I am. Have not played WoW since BFA. I want to come back. Mirror married. I got no time. Yeah. That's the plight of so many, man. That's the plight of so many. Damn. I feel you on that. I feel you. Those guys here, so I guess I can go over here because there's a spawn in here too. All right, cool. I'm gonna hang over here then. That's perfect, actually. There we go. Part of a dev story team and told you can make characters and tell a story over a period of years. Wait, what? Imagine being part of the dev story team and told you can make characters and tell a story over a period of years. You mean like the whole World Soul Saga? I imagine for people that like stories to know that there's going to be this long-term project, I imagine that would be kind of exciting. Yeah. Not good. Yeah. This is where it's like, man. I had to take all that off the screen real quick. Alt-Z. If you press Alt-Z, it removes the UI so you can take screenshots. It's been in WoW for like, since Classic, I think. If you just want to be able to remove all the UI elements and just play the game as is. As is. But yeah. Do I still have visibility archimeter? Okay, yeah, this thing is bugged. This thing is so bugged. It is so bugged. I should have been gone once a relog, but logging in and logging out is a pain right now. So, we'll figure it out whenever. Hey Del, how are you doing? Are you finding War Within? I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving every second of it. I've been grinding. Dude, I have... Look at me. Look at what I'm writing right now. This thing took hours to get the quest stuff done. I got the mole mounts. That's a small drop rate for this thing. I got the B mount, dude. Some cranking out videos, right? Because I'm still trying to get the channel, you know, keep the channel rolling. But I'm finding time to like get these mounts up and running. I got what 3 max level characters. I'm about to get the DK, and then I'll get the mage, and then I'll probably do the warlock after. Right? I've been playing a ton. Yeah. It's so good. This thing is such a good mount. It looks amazing. I'm so glad I did the grind. It was a pain in the ass the first time around. I don't want to do something like that again for a very long while, but this thing is so good. What a good mount, man. What an absolutely good mount. Do I think War Within is the last expansion? No. I mean, there's going to be 3, right? Part of the World Soul Saga. There's the War Within, Midnight, and the Last Titan. The War Within would have to fail on an abysmal level for them to be like, all right, guys, this is the last one. World Soul Saga, not happening. That or Blizzard Office just needs to explode. Hope, you know, knock on wood. But yeah, the plan is right now is to have Midnight, is to have the other stuff. So I don't think so. I don't think so. What happens in Midnight? Basically, done with Medicine joined in his own words. I'm interested to see what happens at Midnight, as this was basically done when Mensa joined in his own words. So this expansion was kind of sort of like in his one interview, he said something along the lines of War Within story was basically like they had to figure it out what they want to do for War Within specifically. But then it's like, well, how do we pivot it into this big saga that wraps everything together and brings all these characters in? And that was his contribution, is the big old tie-in. Right? So they basically had it done, but then it's like, okay, well, now we've got to find a way to link it throughout 3 expansions, more or less. But yeah, I didn't think the B was, wait, what? B farm last night only took me about an hour and a half. Yeah, the B farm is not bad at all, especially if you have a group that isn't doing the whole skinning thing, right? If you just are farming the bees, it's not bad at all. It's quick. What to get them out? This one in particular, I think it just looks amazing. It is a grind though, because with this one, first you have to camp out for a rare that spawns in between 6 to 10 hours. Every 6 to 10 hours is when he spawns. So you have to find him. You get the item from him. There's a small chance you don't get the item, but a pretty large chance you get the quest item from him. Once you get the quest item, that's where the real grind begins. So you gotta wait 6 hours to find him. Hopefully get the item. Most likely we'll get the item, unless they change it. Hopefully they fix it so it's a guarantee. You get the item, then you do a long question. You gotta collect. How do you say chitin, chitin? How do you pronounce it? I say chitin. So you gotta get 1,500 Nerubian chitin. Just about every single Nerubian enemy. Mostly in. You're mostly going to be spending a lot of your time in the what is it called? Siege hold, right? Running circles, killing a bunch of mobs. Chitin is how I pronounce it. Chitin. Maybe. I have no idea. I call it chitin, but like I don't really, I had run. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. So you gotta get Nerubian, chitin, or chitin, 1500. Most Nerubians have a 50% chance to drop it. So you just run around, you gotta kill like 3000 Nerubians more or less on average to get it. It's a lot of Nerubians. That grind takes about 3, if not longer, hours. Then once you put that quest done, you get the second part, which is collect 1000 Nerubian venom. That takes you back to Siegehold. You're still farming it. 1000 Nerubian venom, about the same drop rate. So you're looking at 2000 more Nerubians you gotta kill on average. And then part 3, where you gotta collect 500 blood. Blood you only can get from elite Nerubians, and the best place is gonna be this corridor right here, because it's kind of like an area that leads to Hollowfall, and all up and down this whole rows, this whole trail. It goes all the way up. Are a bunch of elites. Anything that's an elite, yellow or red, whatever, right? Anything that is hostile and not hostile, anything that elite can draw blood, same drop rate. So you're looking at about 3 hours doing the first part of the quest, 2 hours doing the second part at the fastest, about an hour for the last part. But first you gotta get it from a rare that spawns every 6 to 10 hours. So it is just a lot of wait. A lot of weight. It's easy. Like, even the elites are not that bad. You could probably even solo them for a good portion, but it's much easier to do in a group just because it's quicker. Most people are just grouping up and running circles and running rounds and killing a bunch of mobs. It isn't difficult. It just takes a very long while. So, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. That is a good question. Is it worth it? If you have the time. Honestly, just by picking up the quest, and if you play the game casually, don't grind, just do quests, do dailies. Eventually you'll get enough chitin, chitin, whatever you want to call it, enough venom and enough blood just from playing the game as like a month-long project, possibly. If you do want to grind it, you can't do it in a single day. I did it. I don't know if I should have done it. My sleep schedule was ruined completely. Like, it was barely hanging on a string, and after I did the grind, it was like, it's gone. It's gone. All right, what class are going to be worth it? What class are we going to work? Dude, I'm just playing Rogue. I'm playing Rogue and I'm getting all up and running. That's the best you can do, right? Pick a class that you think is probably going to be, you want a safe pick? You want a safe class that's probably going to be good? Evoker. There's no class that does what augmentation does. None. Until they add more support classes, support roles, there's nothing like Aug. That's almost a guaranteed, yeah, everybody's going to want to play one. Then there is a Mage, I think is a safe pick. Warlock, I think, is a safe pick. Mage is generally pretty good. Mobile, bursty, good damage profiles. Mage has got a lot of updates this expansion specifically in the beta and alpha. Like, every single week it felt like, okay, this is going to be the week for death dates. No, Mage has still got more changes. Like, big novels, what the text and what the changes, constant updates. And Mage has got so much attention during the development cycle between the alpha and the beta. I would be very surprised if this class specifically came out and it just sucked. That would be the worst. It actually would be like, imagine putting this much time into a class and it comes out and it's actually absolutely just abysmally bad. You know what I mean? Imagine. Imagine. If they got it to working. If they got it fully working and then it became abysmal. I'm kind of trying to get a good line, the good angle, so you guys can see the Belladar light going all voidy. It looks awesome every single time. It should be happening like any minute. Mage is where it's at. Wait, the tier set looks is I love the what? Mage it is. I love the tier set. Yeah, the tier set looks pretty good. I think the rogue tier set actually looks the best, personally. But yeah. Wait, they already got one. Here. Oh, it's actually nearby. Yay, let's go. All right, Blizzard. This is it. 3% drop rate. Come on. I've killed this guy a handful of times. I got the Mo mount, which is pretty rare on its own. Come on, man. This is it, right? Tell me I get the Bellador spawn, because this is like the only thing that I'm farming right now when it comes to mounts. Is this thing already in combat? Yeah, there's a boom kid that already hit it. Okay, we'll pistol shot it. That's it. Let's look at the tag. Frost Death Deathbringer's banging. It is so good, dude. Frost Death Knight dual wield Deathbringer. It is mwah. It's so good. All of beta was insane too. Like, it was a really strong playstyle. Actually, no, for a good bit it wasn't, and then they changed it so the ability, the Deathbringer ability, lined up with Pillar. Oh, it is, oh, so good. And then they got it working where it was self-scale with their mastery, and that's where it got a lot better. A lot better. What made Sebeka's looking good? Arcane is good, Frost is good, Fire was good for a good portion of beta, except for the tail end. But like, Arcane and Frost are both really, really good. If you do those, you'll be fine. Everybody's here. Alright, we'll get a proper hits. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Look at all those warriors. Please. Please. Oh, no. One person got it. Yeah, looks like one person got it. 4 people got it. Okay, apparently 4 people got it, dude. Not me. Not me. There it is. Sad. Sadness. It's okay. A little bit of sadness, but yeah. Oh, no. Alright. Alright, let's go do some leveling, boys. Wait, I don't have Hearth. I'm just gonna log off in the main city. Let's also get the normal music that I normally listen to. I'll rewind it. I feel like that kind of hit out of left field. We've been spamming heroics at PvP. I don't really need more heroics, but I also don't really need anything for PvP. I literally got the full set. I've been spamming it. That grind was the easiest. Compared to the amount of grinds. Owl is insane in PvP. People have been sleeping on it, but that's probably okay, honestly. Probably good. I don't want anybody to know this ahead of time. Like, oh, okay, it's actually good. No. Alright. Let's get the DK leveled, because I only got a couple of levels I gotta finish on this character. And then we'll do maybe some mage leveling, see how bad this nerf is. Nerf, or like scaling or whatever. Because the mage and the warlock were both just obliterating things in a single global. Like, Spark was doing like entire boss's health bar with the damage. I got like 2 more levels on this guy. But yeah, need 9 hours settled down. Yeah, it is a long time. Yeah, it took a long time, man. Item is 30% drop rate. I feel like it was 50% drop rate. I don't know if it is 30. Anybody want to do dungeon, by the way? Because actually, I don't even need like a full 2 levels. I just need like, what, tail end of 78. So I just really just need a couple of runs. 2 hours, 36 minutes, played 5 levels again, and the monk fine. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Underground still fine. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like even if they didn't tell us about the nerf, which is why I add quotes to it. If they didn't tell us about the nerf at all, if you bought early access, you got scammed. Somebody spammed that in trade. I was so sad when I got second hand to handle Lego for dual wield. Yeah, dude, yeah. I feel that. Wait, Axel was able to log out and log to this character like instantly. Did they fix the login thing? That might have. Actually, might have fixed everything. If this keeps a ticket forever, I'll just probably switch over to Blood DK. I'll try to see if I can queue this as a. Oh wait, let me do the troop thing. I don't know if that gives you any XP, but I'm gonna try it. If it's working. If it's working.
No directive needed. A set is hard work. You build it, fix it again. It's never finished.
I don't know if this gives you like any XP. I'm gonna try it since I'm here. I know there's still faster way to level. That's what there was for a good bit, yeah. Dungeons. Dungeons were really, really good. I gotta punt critters? Just walk over them? Wait, I gotta click them. Ah, so good. Okay, we got a dungeon. Alright, can I just run in, just pull everything and just nuke? I guess at some of the age it shouldn't feel all that different. I do want to try it at like 72 or whatever I have my characters at. So 7, yeah. Yeah, dungeons should be the fastest way to level. I mean, that's what I've been doing so far in this character, even after like the nerfs. I still want to see how it is on lower level though. Right, that's like where it's gonna be like the big modifier is how does it feel on lower level? Do we need a tank is the question. I think that's what it really comes down to. If you don't really need a tank, you're fine. Maybe I should go back to the rider, just because I feel like I can get from one, what is it, mini boss to another within 2 seconds. It's a little quicker. I mean, it seems to be okay as long as I press Death Strike once in a while. Doesn't seem to be that bad. Not yet, at least. And I guess, like, another advantage is, like, I guess my damage is not comparable to even a low-level character. And I think what they were trying to do with this change is to equalize or make it as equal to how much damage you can do at higher level and how much damage you can do at lower level, instead of having, like, a big gap where low levels were like obviously better. Also, I gotta love the damage this Reaper's Mark and the side does. You gotta love it, man. It's so good. It is so good. Well, apparently what everybody's been saying every time I do dungeons is everybody always says like, okay, you can't do big pulls anymore. So I've been trying to almost like limit test the big pulls. Every single time I just like run in, pull as big as I can, and just like, can I live it? As long as I Death Strike, like I live. But everybody else keeps saying like, can't do big pulls anymore. Big pulls are dead. Isn't saying right? I think it's the fastest, the hardest setting. So I think there was an ability that is harder, hitting harder than the Reaper's Mark. I think it is the Demolish ability from Warriors. Like technically it is the hardest hitting ability in the game. But this thing definitely gives it a run for its money. Right. Definitely pretty close to it. And the fact that it AoEs for a good portion of its damage too, which is kind of like a newer beta thing. Is I think what makes it really, really good. If we nuke these things really quickly, we shouldn't have any more ads. But this whole pull gets really, really annoying when you have like way too many of these big guys. It's awesome to press that all ECDs are up. Oh, it's so good, yeah. The fact that they changed it so it's a 45-second cooldown, it lines up with your Pillar of Frost super, super well. It used to be like super uncomfortable to play with it too. Like you really didn't like playing with it because it was a minute while your Pillar of Frost was a 45-second cooldown, and you were not gonna not run the talent to reduce the cooldown of Pillar. So you basically just had to desync it, and sometimes it will like happen all together, and other times it wouldn't, and you just have to be okay with it. And that made it feel like cheeks. It was ass. But now that they changed it so it lines up on a 45-second cooldown every single time, it is now a good. The big good. I'm pulling the boss. Gonna have to kill this guy. You should see what this button can do once you have a fully geared character too. Like once you actually have like best slot gear, it is very, very good. Plus the scythe itself too is like nice little follow-up. It's a bit of a delayed burst thing, but like it's really good. Look at that scythe! It hit the guy just by himself. And that like this continues to be like a pretty high damage button at max level too. Look at that thing, 1 milli. That's not bad. 6 mil is pretty decent. If you can get those kind of numbers, then you're golden. Then you're flight. Then you're absolutely beautiful. The scythe is bugged, or could it be wrong? Is it bugged? I don't... What's bugged about it? Oh, please, please. Try to build up my damage, please. There we go. How good is it? It exploded for something, like a mill, and then hit everything around you. Yeah, like nothing, none of these pulls, like, I'm trying to get as aggressive pull as I can going here in DK. And like, as long as I just press my button, my live button, Death Strike, and rotate my defenses, click on Ledgeborn and IBF. Like, I don't feel like I'm in trouble, ever. The buff doesn't leave when it should. For like the scythe, so if you're playing this version, the painful death, you get 2 scythes. So that's why, like, if you're seeing like the scythe buff not go away after the first time, that's why. Because normally it goes away, but it doesn't actually give you like 2 stacks of it. It just basically allows, like, it reapplies a stack when the first one is used in a weird way. Look, I used one, I got another one. Why? Wait, actually you might be right. Maybe it is bugged. Hold on, maybe you're right. Maybe it is bugged. How many science hits did I get there? It looked like I got 3. Felt like I got 3. Oh, this character's name is Mistra? Yo, what a name! Love it, dude. BG3 name. Gotta love it. Maybe you're right, actually. Maybe it is bugged. Yeah, that was unusual. Unless I had like multiple dots or multiple of these spreads. Like the dot or whatever. Which might have been the case. Alright, I need like a couple more dungeons. Carved. Need one more. I'm sure I had like 4 or 5 before. So I know that Deathbringer Mark can reapply off of Exterminate. It can apply a free Reaper's Mark. There's like a 15% chance, I think it is. Oh, 30% chance, and you can increase it technically, but... No, this helps increase it to 30. So I think it's normally 20, if not 15 or 25 or something. But yeah. Normally you could like reapply it to be a little bit better. Slightly. Like, very, 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 very slightly. Wait, can I overload this? Oh, okay. Okay, dynamite hurt. Dynamite hurt a lot. Wait, is this like a timer? Oh yeah, it's totally a timer for me to collect as many of these things as possible before the timer goes off. Okay, I have no idea how any of that works. Cool. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess the question is, can you time this in 5 minutes, yeah? Can you do this in 5 minutes? I'm walking in like with no health. I'm gonna try to see if we can do this real quick. I got 1 scythe. Got 2nd scythe. Okay, that time scythe didn't bug out. God, you look at this button. It hit something for 2 mil. I love that. We're just pulling the boss. Yeah, we are. I think. Let me do one of these. Okay, so you can still do a big pull here. That is nice. Question is, can you do this place in 5 minutes though? Which ended up being 6 minutes. Do you have any low level here? No, low level. Kind of low level. Okay, so we have like one guy that's low level. No, two. The tank. Yeah, I guess might as well do the ads. Might as well kill stuff. I like this song a lot. I don't know what it is. Do we have to kill all these? We have to. Yeah, this is gonna take a little longer than 5 minutes. If we're stopping to kill stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I could like pull a bunch of stuff in the next room. Speed it up a little bit. I just disconnected? Dude, yeah, the disconnects have been wild. Earlier I was trying to get in the game for a good while. Like we were sitting here for a good like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. But yeah, it's been pretty not great. I guess the best way to put it. I'm gonna IBF and we're just gonna run. Yeah, this tank knows what's up. Hell yeah, baby, let's go. I don't even remember which one I just slapped with the mark. Death Strike. And we're chilling. And Death Strike. Yeah, Death Strike is not doing as much healing as before. Problem is I now don't have a defensive. I'm kind of hoping that the Demon Hunter does stuff. Oh yeah, I don't have a defensive at all. I don't even have a healer nearby. He's like way up there. Oh, this is actually not great. I actually have 0 healer. This is where like a Lichborn would have been amazing. Okay, you could still tank as a fraud DK. I feel like I was just off taking for that guy the entire time. What is the last song, Dala? What, this one? There we go. This is a full mix, but it should be that song specifically, the one we're listening to right now. It's so good, isn't it? Specifically, the song is called "Always Be" by Netrum. Very good. So look, so I have a buff right now with the scythe. It says next obliterate is going to give you a scythe hit. 1. And we still have it. Yeah, so it gives you like 2. I think what happened last stream is I wasn't getting like a bug scythe. I think I already had like a Reaper's Mark rolling. And then I hit it with a scythe and it applied a Reaper's Mark and the person died. So it gave me like a 2 stacks refresher. It doesn't actually show up as 2 stacks, but it always gives you 2 sites. It was pretty consistent in beta. Okay, why it's a banger? It is a banger. What the hell is all that? Why are you pulling all that? What is even happening? We're just going. Okay. Let's see if he wants to slow down for a second, which I'm fine with. Okay, so it's gonna be like 6 minutes, boys. It's gonna be like 6 minutes. Okay, officially, you can no longer do Rookery in 5 minutes. All right. Officially, you can no longer do Rookery in 5 minutes. I admit defeat. Nerfed. Unplayable. Literally an unplayable experience, Blizzard. How dare you? We did big. I got cooldowns. Where we doing big? Well, Lichborn. And mess it. And tanks needs to stop walking people out of those like blue circles. I know there's a lot of little purple circles, like, or dark blue, I guess if you want to call it. But I call them purple. But then there's like a light blue circle, which is like actually a good circle. This is the one you want to keep mobs in. Is that a mark anything, or did it just die with a mark? Did I just get my mark stolen? Come here. Unplayable. Yeah, I actually just stole my mark. I hit it with the mark ability, and the mark just went away. Alright, so what did it kill? So hit someone with the mark. Dead, unplayable. Exactly. Absolutely unplayable. It's a a crime. I do think they made Death Knight even more like cooldown heavy as a class than ever. Alright, that's half a level. I feel like it's a lot. Yeah, I'll go again. I'll queue again. I like the Demon Hunter. Any idea what item level is required for LFR? No idea. I imagine like 580 or something like that. If I had to guess. The healer? Okay, dude. Alright, queue us up, UH. Or you, or me? I'm gonna queue us up. Should be like 1 or 2 more dungeons. Maybe. Hopefully 1 more. And then my future characters will have a 20% XP buff. And then characters after that will have a 25%. Which is going to be so nice, dude. But 15% has been very noticeable. Yeah, bud. Yeah. Okay, let me pull that big guy. We're doing this. My health. Panic. Death Strike. All of them defending. Come here. I need something to Death Strike off of. Before I get rooted again. What the hell? He's just pulling the world. Alright. Alright. I don't support this man anymore. He keeps walking out of my Death and Decay. I can't support that. Yeah, apparently what they wanted to do is allow for higher level characters to at least feel like they're doing something. I'm level 79, I'm still like top in every single one of these pulls. Then again, Deathbringer is pretty strong, isn't it? That's probably what is causing it, more than anything. Yeah, but for LFR, that's actually a good question. Let me look what the actual level is for LFR. Like what the gear is. 570. I want to say 570. 560, 570. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 560, 570. Really? I thought normally people just go to the boss. Okay. Because this High Priestess Amia is actually a pain in the ass. They've made her a lot harder. She slaps now, dude. She actually slaps. She has this Giga Shield. It takes a good second to like break through, and it just reflects the entire time. Super fun. Oh, dude, you gotta love when it reapplies a death mark on the target again. It's satisfying. Oh, that is the best. Actually, the best. We have to fight him. We should have just kept on walking past him. I'm sure you'll end up like skipping these guys completely and M+. Got a hunch. Give me that reproc. Yeah, baby. Gotta love it, dude. Oh. I feel like the only time I've gotten like a back-to-back the Reaper's mark was like 5 times max. Please, reproc again. Do it. Nah, that's okay. Even getting like 1 is massive. So good. Duel the Frost DK yesterday is affliction. He burst me from 100 to 20 in 2 seconds, and then I burst him from 100 to 0 to seconds. What a great experience. Nerf Death Knight, am I right? I am so glad that this hero spec became like so much better, because I remember playing it during like the early days of alpha and even like early beta before it really got the buffs it needed, and I was like, man, it could be so good. It could be so good. It just isn't. It just is not. And here we are. My baby. You know what? I wasn't even like super linked to this one. The first originally, dude, the first time you read the actual like flavor text for Deathbringer, it had the word Shadowlands in there, and I thought, okay, you know what? Anything that's Shadowlands based should be left in the Shadowlands. It should have been left dead. I initially had like really bad impression of this one, just because of the word Shadowlands. Am I the only one when you have like certain like, oh, it's a thematic Shadowlands component? I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want it. Nope. Nope. It could stay in the Shadowlands. I don't. And then here we are, man. It's gotten so good. It's actually very fun. Like, it really grew on me, like mold. Hey, what's up, Bragg? I hit my guy. Yeah, but I'm so glad that it's so solid. Because this one was actually a very fun playstyle. I just after a while I got tired of seeing only the Ride of the Apocalypse all over the place, riding places. That ability trick is going to be really annoying. I must never actually see him cast it. But even the Rider, apparently they buffed it some more recently, where some other ability scales with Rider's Mastery now, or with Frost DK's Mastery. I think it's the Ice, what's it called? Not Morgraine. It's the Trollbane's Chain of Ice ability. The one that like puts a chain of ice on a target and then cleave off of it. Which I thought to myself, like, wait, you want to make that scale with Mastery? Because it was already very strong. Like, as far as abilities are concerned, that one's already very strong. That's a pretty ambitious pull. We'll move Cotton. Will it pay off? Okay, we got a death mark. We got a free mark. We got a scythe. Hopefully we'll mark someone else. We did mark. It's okay. We got an actual one in a second. Hold on. That comes online. Now we got a proper mark. We may die. Unless we live. Remark? Maybe? No? Remark maybe? Remark? We're doing it! Playing the video game! Okay, he's gonna die. He's gonna probably remark something. We got a scythe. Remark maybe? One more? Nah, okay. It's good enough. I got like 2. I got like a freebie there. Oh my god. That was so good. I really wish it crit a little harder. But when I get more mastery and more gear overall, it's going to be a little more consistent. It's going to be very nice. It's only gonna get better. Tentacle is less than it was somehow. I think it's good that Tentacle is a little slower. Like, everybody finally gets a proper chance to, like, figure out what the hell you want to do with your buttons. I don't think it's the worst, honestly. This mechanic is the worst, though. This is literally the worst. But for PvP, I do think having, like, a slower Tentacle is not that bad. I'm sure it's gonna speed up as we get, like, actual good gear. Pretty soon-ish. Right. Oh, and remark. Oh, gorgeous. And I got a Zweihander out of it. Yeah, that looks good. All right, uno más. One more and we're done with the Death Knight, boys, and we can do some mage and see how fast or how slow this leveling is. It is faster. Someone faster gets that percent stocks ass, so you have no Versa. I don't know. My experience have been things are feeling a little slower. I guess like some classes do have bursts, like Affliction Warlocks in particular have really big bursts, so you can burst somebody down very quickly. But like that's their hero spec, right? It's just what it's designed around. Lichborn, just so I don't get feared. Ain't afraid of my ghost. Come here, I wanna. I'm gonna get hit. Yep. I was gonna get hit. I felt it, dude. I felt that one in my bones. No mark. Sad. Sad. Yeah, mess it. Everything is alive still. Dual wield with DK. Gotta play dual wield, man. That dual wield thing that people figure out on the beta, right? Instead of going two-hander, I have to go dual wield, man. I have way too many two-handers in my bank though. So probably I'll do is I'll probably run a two-hander for a good bit until I get a proper dual wield setup. But that's the plan, yeah, is to get dual wield as soon as possible. Because dual wield on the beta was nuts, and I want to play that again. It's very, very strong. Very, very strong. How's that man dead? How's that guy dead? Did I like stand on a spike? I don't think I've ever had anybody die in this place. Or in dungeons in general so far, like while leveling. No, there was a Death Knight that was like dying, but they had like season 2 gear from Dragonflight. So they had like less than 1 million health. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was gonna kill ya. But yeah, that was pretty slow. Level 77. He got hit by like volatile explosion. I guess he got hit by a spike? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. What's a three-hander? That's the, pretty sure, isn't that Zoro's playstyle? From One Piece? Is it Zoro? No, it's not Zoro, is it? Oh god. That guy is dead. I don't know why I call him Zoro. Or is it Zoro? Am I losing my mind? I feel like I'm losing my mind. God. Satisfying. Those Reaper sights. Oh, they're so good. That's his name. That's why I'm like, I feel like I was losing my mind because it's like, why am I doubting myself? Why am I doubting myself? Why am I having like second thoughts? That's why I was like, what's going on? Alright, pull it all. Okay, or not. That little love tap was pretty. Why are you pulling all this? Why? Like, is this gonna give us a lot of XP? Is this gonna give us a lot of experience? Or what is happening? Why do people pull these side things? They give you like 400. That's nothing. Kill the boss and you get like majority of it. Am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Like I'm taking crazy pills. And it might have been dishonest work. Oh, it is honest, definitely. Definitely honest. Please, just drag him to the boss. We don't have to kill him. Drag him to the boss. They don't do nothing. They really don't do anything. They just load the tank. That's all they do. That's our progression. Wait, can I actually get max level without killing the final boss? We're doing him a little early. But it's okay. Okay, now he's gonna bleed. I feel like the way that some of these bosses work on normal, by the way, are not exactly the same as like mythic. So I feel like when people are gonna have the hardest time transitioning to like how you do these guys on normal when you level versus how you're supposed to do them on mythic. Because like the way that the exhaust vents works, it goes away too quickly. That guy gets smushed. Yeah, because normally when I find a safe vent, and then there'll be like lava that spreads out in all directions. In cardinal direction specifically. And then we'd have like that vent as a safe vent. But I feel like most people are gonna just like remember what they did in normals, which is just like run in, ignore mechanics, and it's just gonna be like a big wake up call of wipes after wipes after wipes during season 1 content. See, it's a lot of XP. Adds not a lot of XP. We don't have to fight him, do we? We could kind of like skip past here, right? Oh no, we can't. I tried. Or pull more? Alrighty. Why do people pull that many? It's like they're trying to do more percent, or maybe he just wants a bigger pull so the guy could like actually rotate his defensive cooldown so you could feel like he's playing this class. One or the other. One or the other, honestly. Current level Moroga, Deathstalker subtlety. Dude, play Assassin. It's even better Deathstalker. Like, subtlety got a bit better on the Deathstalker, but it's most likely still playing Trickster. If you want to really have a good Deathstalker, Assassin Deathstalker is like the better combo. I'm not even joking. It is so much better. It's actually like more quality of life stuff. Oh, for sure. Yeah, at the very least. Like, I don't make it sound like I'm complaining or anything, but I see people doing little silly things like that. I'm like, but why though? But why? Why? But dude, you have no idea how excited I am to get rid of my legendary. I had this thing forever now. It feels like ever. Just a good dual wield. And look at my damage, by the way. I either have cooldowns that I'm pumping, or I don't. And that is the big difference about playing the two-handed. Oh, not two-handed, dual wield build. Because I feel like I always have damage whether I'm in my cooldowns or whether I'm out of my cooldowns. Because right now, the two-handed, I feel like whether I'm getting procs and then I'm really pumping, otherwise I'm just chilling. But I'm actually level off of this. Should I leave this group when I level, or should we just like finish it out? What do you guys think? Would it be toxic? Would it be toxic for me to leave? I'll leave these guys on their own, stranded in stone vaults. What is this man's damage? Wait, that's not toxic chastity, isn't it? I just wonder, like, what's going on? They should be pumping. Fury Words are very, very good. That's not enough to level? I thought a boss would be enough. Apparently not. What is this man's gear? What is going on here? What is happening? Two-handed, two-handed? Oh no. Okay, I think he's literally just got like literally pre-patched gear. And some of the pieces. That or his talents all kinds of bored.
There he is.
No, seem kind of okay. I guess gear. In FF14 you get the most XP from bosses, and that doesn't give that much XP. In WoW it's kind of the same, yeah. In WoW it's very similar. That's why I'm like always not trying to kill any ads, I'm trying to kill bosses. Ads give a little bit. But they're not really like worth it, in my opinion, to like focus on. Like honestly it would be better just to do a big pull just to get the boss pulled, right? To get from his RP out of the way. And just pull him insta. Now that the hunter's dead, I probably don't want to pull. Just to give this man a chance to come back. There it is, dude. There it is. Level 80. Oh, hell yeah. I hate getting booped for this. I hate getting booped like this. Please. Please. Got a legendary this game. Now I need better gear, dude. Now I need items. And actually I have a bunch of good items already waiting in my Warbound bank. My rogue and my other alts have been killing rares, and anytime I get to kill a rare, I get warbound items, and those warbound items can literally become some of the best endgame gear possible. Where's the boss? Here it is. Well, might as well finish it, right? Might as well finish it. Oh my god, getting booped around constantly. I'm so tired of it, please! Let me play the video game! Oh my god. This is not the worth. None of this was worth. Oh, the hunch is locked out. No wonder we're not killing anything. Because there's warrior here that does less damage than that of a tank. Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh no, this warrior's just gonna get hit by frontal. He has no idea what he is doing. Alright, just stand up each other. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll stack it. Yep, and we'll move out. Please, please, please. Thank you. Just keep him in place. That's all you gotta do. Wish I had AMS for this. Or no, not that. Doesn't that do damage constantly? No, it doesn't. Please. One more hit. Oh, the tank died. Okay, so we're the tank. Cool. Alrighty. Appreciate you. Alright. Let's see how geared to the teeth we can get this thing. Guys, appreciate it. Now we got what, level 20% XP buff. Now we gotta go play mage then. See how fast or how slow this thing is gonna be. Oh, you know what else I gotta do? I now gotta do the Awaken a Machine event to see if I can get the mount from that. I definitely should do that. We got a chest piece, a beautiful. Couple of item level increases here. Alrighty. Alright. So this is how kitted to the teeth we're gonna be. Lichborn. I like Lichborn better. Alright. What do we take? 527, 521 pants. 564 gloves. We get that's mail, leather, axe, sword, not a one-hand. Oh, it is a one-hander. Hold on. That is a one-hander. I do have a two-hander. We do have a one. Is there a one-hander world quest? A world quest with a one-hander? One-hander. We'll go grab a one-hander real quick. And then we have two one-handers. That is a... It says one-hander. I'm just double checking. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. So we got pants, right? That's an upgrade here. Gloves, that's an upgrade right here. Weapon. Pretty high item level. That's an upgrade right there. So like, here's a couple pieces that I don't need to take care of on the DK at all. I'll just grab this one-hander and we'll be golden. And then we are solid. And I got a couple of cloth pieces too. So like that's a pretty big bump in the item level. And all I have to do is just spam a bunch of heroics, get as many of the wither crests, as well as valor stones, and then I can make a bunch of 490 or 480, 580 item level pieces. There's one dungeon from 80. Did I get any character stuff still? I do. I'm gonna be doing my mage after this. Yeah, benefits. Early access benefits? Is it really? I mean, to some degree, maybe. Warlock? I could do Warlock. I was thinking Mage just because I really like Arcane.
Will you have a go at bringing me some samples? I'd love to go with you. I'm a little busy.
Isn't me or is his like icon like talking a little funky there? I just need relics. So if this guy can kill stuff for me, I could just take his relics. That works for me. I don't want to walk over to that guy. We'll go here. This guy's got a relic, I think, or what is he doing? He's doing something. Relic over here. Relic over here. Relic up there. He really doesn't want to fight him. He's walking towards him. Yeah, there we go. Oh no. Oh no. I should help him. Right? Alright. Final use of the Lego before we get rid of it. There it is. Beautiful. Alright, so now we can actually transition into a proper build. One-hander here. One-hander here. We got the sword, we got the mallet, we're beautiful. We are now in a prime position to finally play the class that it's meant to be played. Now I gotta figure out what talents I had last time though. I think this is the set of talents I wanted to, right? I do want absolute zero though. I know I want this. I don't think I need that. I do want this. Okay, so I think I have exactly the talents I want. Let me land though, because I need to go to Deathgate. Here we go. Beautiful. Razor Ice main hand, Crusader offhand. Wasn't it the other way around? Actually, I'll work with that. I'll work with that. Is that better? I'll work with that. Because honestly, I don't remember. I for some reason I had myself like thinking that it was the opposite, but I'll do that instead. Razor Ice main hand, the other one offhand. That's for talent. Got it. Said main hand, yeah. And then Fallen Crusader offhand. I wish I got like a better weapon than this, but because I ended up replacing it pretty early on, but that'll work for now. And then I need to do my machine thing, but we'll do mage first. Where is it? Look at it. In the distance. The city of Dalaran that is no more. But this is the Legion version. The Kazakh version Dalaran. Oh wait. Some players are angry because it takes longer to kill monsters. It really does not feel that much longer. Okay, actually we'll be able to tell for certain how much longer does it take, man. We'll be able to tell how much longer does it take when I get to level my mage here in a second. We'll do a dungeon or two on the mage. And then I'll probably do the machine thing on my shaman to see if I can get the mount. Because I've done the machine thing over in the hunter and the rogue. But there's a mount linked to that world activity thing. Cool. So this character is all set. Mage time. His level 72. So we'll see how that goes. So solid right now. It's kind of scary. It is very strong. Arcane is very, very good. So this character doesn't even have that great a gear too, right? He had a very low item level, but Like, if we're still one-shotting bosses, or at least pretty close to one-shotting bosses, I don't think there's an issue, man. I don't think there's a problem whatsoever. Who knows, though, yeah. I think we'll do pretty early on, though. Let me also do this. I mean, do I have Kazalgar? I do have Kazalgar unraveling. Is this in Kazalgar? No. Hello? Okay. Had to think about it for a second. What's the best Warlock spec at here? It sounds like the best ones. What is the best combo? I think Affliction as a Hellcaller is a really, really solid combo from the beta. That one is really, really strong. The other one that's also very, very good was... what was it called? Diablo's Destro was also really, really good too. Diablo's Destro was on a whole nother level. Just absolutely insane. Demonology. Apparently Soul Harvester Affliction and Soul Harvester Demo is also really, really good. Just very strong. But I don't know if it's like I tried it. Apparently people swear by it. Like numerically they're saying it's very significant. I never really felt like it was that strong. Like it was alright, but it was like, it's alright, you know. I mean, it's alright, but like it's, yeah, I don't really know. We'll grab this guy just to get everything pulled up. Gonna try to see if I can knock him. Okay, yeah, you no longer one-shot stuff like you used to. This guy used to just absolutely melt. Used to blow up. Yeah, they did nerf. The nerf, you feel it. I do end up feeling it. Yeah. I mean, I'm still doing like incredible amounts of damage, right? Everything else died really, really quick. But this guy used to just die really, really quickly. Even when I don't have like the best gear from season 4 on this guy. This is definitely noticeable. Very noticeable. It is slower, but like, I don't know. I feel like you're gonna go from a 5-minute run to like a 6-minute run. But that'll be like at the best case scenario. Maybe just copium, who knows. But like, a lot of these mobs still are dying very, very quickly. Because that boss specifically was, you know, taking a second. Oh my god, got so many people pulled. Also, I use my cooldown at the worst time. Scaling will get down faster? Yeah. Yeah, scaling is not, you don't benefit from it as highly. I guess I could also try my Destro, because my Destro did have better gear than my Mage. Destro was one-shotting things with Shadowburn, so if I am able to still do some wacky Shadowburn shenanigans, then I think it's still pretty decent. Oh, then Spark? Okay, I mean with Spark you still can blow things up pretty quickly. But yeah, it definitely feels different. Very different. Heavy Blizz, dude. That's what I was saying, like, okay, Blizzard wants to slow down the rate at which like low bees can do giga damage. I think it's perfectly fine for them to want to do that. That being said though, they probably should have just like reduced the amount of XP you need to get. Also, I just got stunned. Was overwhelmed. That was fun. But yeah, I think they should have like, okay, we want to slow down and reduce the impact of a lobby character and like dungeon content. I get it, but like at least reduce the amount of XP you need just by a little, right? So it doesn't at least take longer. Where they wanted to make sure that level 80 max level players don't feel completely like at the whim of level 70s, because having the 70 hit harder than a level 80 does feel kind of weird. But like, if they at least made like the amount of XP needed to level a little bit lower, I feel like it would have been fine. Right. I guess like in the best case scenario, it's only going to get faster. The whole leveling journey. Okay. I'm gonna mess up my cooldowns here a little, but I feel like I need to. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to. Those are the things I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, this guy used to get blown up in seconds. Now he has a bit of health. I mean, I'm still doing a lot of damage compared to everybody in my group, right? I'm still doing a lot. It's just, you're not blowing up an enemy in 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. Nobody cared about 80, about the release. It's about release buyers getting easier to level. I mean, it is still pretty easy to level. It's just, it's gonna take a little longer. But like, you gotta go from having a 5-minute dungeon run to like a 6-minute dungeon run. Right? But also, in essence, they kind of are allowing like players that were max level. Like higher level players were less effective, and they're trying to make those players a little bit more effective overall though. So you do have players that are max level that are going to be a little bit more effective at like the whole leveling thing. It's kind of like it's spread out a little bit more, right? Because my DK was doing like a ton of damage either way. Even when they didn't have like, you know, the best of gear at this point, because they were pretty high level. But they basically made it so the gear matters still. But then again, maybe my DK, he does have a legendary, so maybe that's like ends up kind of curving him to be a little bit more effective than you would be at that level. Because there was that one warrior in that DK's group that was doing like no damage at all, but his gear is kind of whatever. So maybe that's the difference maker, is the gear. But I totally get it where everybody's saying that, oh man, it feels like everybody who got early access got the easy version of leveling. Right? I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree with that at all. Even if it's not like, what is true, but it's not, doesn't really even matter, because that perception still exists, right? That perception of like, okay, they had like the level advantages. That perception still exists, and sometimes perception can be more meaningful than like reality, if that makes any sense. It is something that people say though. It feels sour, right? It feels sour, therefore it is sour. Even if you try to justify it with numbers, it feels like you're going slower. Even if you're not going slower, the fact that it feels going slower is bad enough, right? That's it. That's enough for people to make up their mind. But I'm telling you right now, like it definitely does feel noticeably slower. But like I said, rookery that we were doing, right? Normally it's a 5-minute rookery. We would have had a 6-minute rookery. So I guess you are, you know, taking a minute longer. It's not like it's like takes double the time or anything really jarring or really noticeable. But like I said, perception sometimes can be worse than reality. Actually gonna hit that thing. I mean, like the ads seems like they die very, very quickly still. I think it's the bosses that take a little longer.
They defile the sacred flame by animating the dead. They are no better than the Codes.
Like if somebody blow up that ad specifically. Difference is not 1 minute, it's in a million, not in a million years. I mean, we were running a rookery earlier, and it literally was a difference of a minute. Like literally, we timed it. Normally rookeries take 5 minutes, and it took us like 6. So I'm not saying like in a hyperbolical, like hypothetical. We were just running a rookery. It took us 6 minutes instead of 5 minutes. After all these like nerfs. But yeah, I mean, so much was solo. How much just solos? Most of this stuff with the hunters. Yeah, early access they cut easier. Yeah, the scaling of health. Yeah, the enemies were definitely not terrifying at all. You literally could run around as like a full DPS group if you wanted to. You know, there's probably some kind of shenanigans the players were doing where they say they were queuing up as a tank, but they were just running as a DPS role or something. I wouldn't be surprised if people were doing some wacky things with that. But they were queuing up as a tank role, but not really a tank role. Wait, if steal the buff, do I get overwhelmed every time, or is that something she casts at me to make me get hit by overwhelmed? Cooldown's all kinds of messed up right now. Let me do this. Let me hop on a Warlock. Because Warlock, I was shadow burning and I was doing some giga damage on that thing. I want to see if the Warlock can still do giga damage. Because the Mage does not have the gear. But I wonder if my Warlock still can just one shot. That's how we'll be able to tell for sure, right? That's how we'll be able to tell for guaranteed for sure. Yes, this thing definitely is slower. Leveling up alts is better because you use them. Wait, what? Leveling alts a better use of time than spam heroics. I mean, my rogue already has like 580 item level. Heroics don't even give me any like upgrades anymore, right? So if you're trying to gear a main, yeah, heroics are pretty good, but like, yeah, right? I mean, first 2 weeks is kind of like a leveling week, but let me play it some for heroics, right? That's how I'm looking at it. Plus, if I can get a bunch of my characters up and running this week, because I could get all the weeklies out of the way, and then I'll have them ready for the next set of weeklies for next week too, because those also give quite a bit of gear. Most of them give like adventure gear, which is equivalent to heroic gear, or yeah, heroic dungeon gear. I'm not back home until the 30s anyway, but by now my mind is at I'll pass the next expansion. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah. Sure thing. But no, like seriously, we were timing a rookery and went from a 5 minutes to 6 minutes. Then again, it was my Death Knight that actually had gear from season 4, so I wonder if like the Warlock will feel any slower, because I was shadow burning and one-shotting things. And if I'm still able to do that, then it's like, okay, it's a gear then. Because my mage's gear was pretty abysmal, and we actually got exactly the same done, so we'll see if we go even quicker. I'll even time it, just to see how quick we go. As long as this guy does like decent enough pulls, I just need like enough enemies getting hit by my Summon Infernal. We can just AoE with Rainfire, Hellfire, or Rain of Fire. Please don't pull two mobs at a time. Go big. Go big.
God sought to kill you. Captain Dale Cry is protecting something.
You can go bigger than that, my guy. Come on. This is baby pulls. Here we go. Now it's a real pull. I'll pull that guy in. Okay. Please, tank. So enemies are not quite getting one shot, but pretty close to one shot. Not quite. It's still really quick. So it is a little slower in the Warlock than what I was doing before. Not much slower, but a little slower. Oh yeah, it is a little slower. Definitely is a little slower at times. Still quick, but it's a little slower. If I didn't know if it was like a, if I didn't know they nerfed the, what is it, the mob scaling stuff, I would have thought it was probably like I'm hitting a little bit less hard because it got a higher level. Okay, so no, you actually decently geared character, not even like that high of an item level, but like 499 at the very bare minimum does feel noticeable. So the gear on that character does, the scaling on that character does end up mattering more. Yeah, you know what? On a major it was a lot more noticeable. On a warlock, I don't notice it nearly as much. Like the only reason I feel like I'm noticing is because I'm like watching out for it. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. Okay, it's still just wild. Yeah. That's still pretty quick. Not quite one-shotted, but still pretty quick. Okay, yeah, it is noticeable. It is noticeable, though. Level, but yeah. But whatever you want to do with ults right now, like, first 2 weeks are going to be like a leveling week. Right, this is the time to get a bunch of characters up and running. This is probably the best time to get a bunch of characters up and running. Oh, things hurt. Hank? No, okay. That's another thing that changes, made the mobs a little bit scarier. And at level 30, this place doesn't really start getting scary until level 40, 78 or so, I'd say. So the fact that I just got slapped in 2 hits at 72, that is very, very noticeable. Then again, I feel like the tank had like an entire year to pick up aggro. I guess he didn't want to. Maybe it's one of those tanks. It's like you pull it, you tank it, and that's gotta be my least favorite personality ever. Ever. It is the worst. Oh yeah, I mean everything just died really quick. What's the video where it said gear scaling is higher? Your gear gets less damages? Wait, what? I watched a video they said gear scaling... Or what? Watch a video they said... Let me read that in a second. I'm literally struggling over here. My brain. Don't know what's going on. Short circuiting for some reason. Okay. It said gear scaling is higher, your gear gets the less damage is. The more gear you get, the less damage you do? Or the less damage you take? Which one is it? If you mean like they made it so the gear has more of an impact early on, I can kind of see that. Because I do feel like as long as I'm switching out my Death Knight's gear, like I'm feeling kind of like fine. I never really felt like super squishy. No, he's one of those tanks. No. No, just pull him. Just tank him where they were. It's fine. This is worse. So much worse. I might need a heal. One smidge of heal. The higher you are, the higher the gear, the less DPS you do. That's kind of messed up if that's the case. If true, that's makes no sense. Why would they do that then? Yeah, I might need a heal. I don't think it's a tank problem actually. I think it might be the evoker problem. Is he even a DPS? Is he a heal evoker? I can't even tell. Is he ignoring me? I mean, apparently he's healing with blossoms. Wait, he's healing with blossoms? I guess I'm staying way the hell out, aren't I? Oh no, I'm gonna die. I literally am gonna die unless I stay in the blossom. This man in there healing me. Oh, I'm gonna die if I do this. Please, healer. Please. Okay, I'm dropping a healthstone, dude. I'm dropping a healthstone. I'm gonna die otherwise. There we go. Okay, it is a little slower, but like not by much. Yeah, that is weird though. The more gear you get, the less damage you do. That makes no sense though. So wait, don't you just want to stay like no level? Don't get any new gear then? That would be weird, man. That'll be weird. Early access was a good time to rename a character to live in solo her. True. Very true. Can I get capstone yet? I don't think I can. Okay. So that took about 8 minutes. Yeah. Alright. That is a lot slower. I'll do another one as a mage. A lot of people use the Pandaria to level all, so we ran up 476, 480 in the pre-patch event. Yeah, I haven't even hopped on any of my Pandaria characters, man. They're still like in that time rift, whatever looking thing. What I gotta do here? Oh, Ashka hit. Okay. We'll do another one as a mage. Just because Arcane is a lot of fun. I really wish they added like more than just 4 dungeons as part of the level in dungeons. I get it, like some of them are supposed to be like part of that end game progression later down the line or whatever, or like story wise or whatnot. But I think it would have been kind of cool like to be able to have a little bit more variety in dungeons. To just spam them out. Actually, aren't we getting time walking very soon? No, not soon enough. Although we are getting Darkland Fair very soon, like next week. Yeah, next week is gonna be really nice for that. Hell yeah. The higher your gear is, the less DPS you do. That is weird. That is weird. Hope that's not the case. I feel like that would be the worst way of just like the worst way of doing this whole like leveling up and getting gear thing. You know what I mean? Probably a better trinket, honestly. Talks about gear and DPS. Talks about gear and DPS. Wait, are they doing like some kind of like a weird BFA item level scaling then? Where there's like actual scaling involved in like endgame stuff? That would be wild. Hold on. Is it like the BFA thing then? Like where people would basically strip themselves naked but run on like shoulders, helm, all a chest for Azerite gear, trinkets, and like a very basic weapon. Just because like it would allow them to have like scale super out of control. Is that what we're talking about? Because that'd be the worst if that is the case. If that is literally the system we're playing with again, that'll be the worst. I'd hate that a lot. I'd hate that. Anybody remember that? Back in the day? Tell me it ain't so. Where is it? There it is. Know what Peekaboo is? I didn't know who Peekaboo is. I'm just surprised Peekaboo is talking about like gear scaling. Normally there'll be like a Rextroid kind of a video where Rextroid will usually figure out like a way that gear scaling is utilized or whatever, and like find a way to cheese it. You know what I mean? that not the right? No, actually, never mind. Where is the? I had the trinket thing. For cursor. Okay, I'll need to just run it normally, I guess. Oh, we did the boss. Okay. Let me lost it. Yeah, I lost it. Neat. Watch the video to wait. What? Yeah, watch this video to level 80 when you get time. If I find a moment, sure. Sure thing. Although I'm sure like somebody, if it is like an important mechanic to consider, I'm sure like Wowhead or Icy Veins or some other website is gonna cover it. Being able to read about it in like a written format, I feel like would just be easier for me. Because I don't really get it, I guess. I'm sure though, although I'm pretty sure if there is some kind of weird scaling, Rextra is gonna make a detailed video about it. He's really good at that kind of stuff. A little more aggressively, right? Almost have CDs. Now I have CDs. Except I got all the aggro in the world. Trying to see if I can drag him in with a spark. I did like no damage. It was all that DK the entire time. Oh my god. Tank, please. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't even know what I won. I almost can get the capstone though. So close. It's not like Blizzard to approach the scaling. What do you mean? It should have been at the start of the expect. Difficulty gets easier the higher you get. I guess the way that they wanted for it to work, right, is they wanted for players that got all that level 70 endgame gear from Dragonflight. They wanted for those players to feel like, you know, their characters like feel strong, right? Because leaving that expansion, they wanted for them to feel like you know, all that gearing you did before pays off, right? So I totally get it in that regard, but I do think that gear probably should have had a pretty, like a quicker drop off maybe. I do agree with you. I probably think it would have been better, like, as long as you keep it up with gear, as you gain levels, you still feel very strong. And you're rewarded for, like, continuing to keep up with item level. I do agree with you on that, though. Yeah. Like, I see why they did it, because it kind of worked for previous expansions, but that scaling, it's... I don't know. I feel like if that scaling exists, let people cheese it and have fun with it. It doesn't hurt anybody. Right? Really does not hurt anybody. I mean, that spark still just vaporizes things. It's doing some funky stuff. Like, it's not scaling at all. So it's been the case since Legion. I don't remember that being in Legion. I do remember that thing being a like in Shadowlands that was a mechanic, I guess if you want to call it that. Oh, now this guy wants to do a big pull. Okay, now he wants to do kind of a bold move, cotton type of a pull. I get it. I get it. And Spark. Yeah, that Spark just one-shots things still. I don't know what the hell that's doing. Then again, I'm not doing any damage compared to the DK. This guy is absolutely sapping. I'm just here to look pretty. That's all I'm doing. And even that I'm struggling with. Wait, what is my tier set? They changed it, didn't they? Arcane Charge, Arcane Blast, Critical Strike increased. When Arcane Blast or Arcane Charge, Explosion, Critical Strikes at least one. The extra barge increased by 10%, stack it 4 times. Okay, yeah, this thing is kind of whatever. I forgot that they changed the Arcane Mage tier set. It hurt me in just an imaginary way. All I'm gonna have is with the change of heirloom stuff. They should have just kept the hard leveling, but make these equipments worth getting for the 10% XP. I guess what they really wanted to do is they wanted to make it easier for new players going into getting into the game. Because as a new player, you are already behind with heirlooms being a thing, right? That's like what they wanted to avoid by the sound of everything. Is I think what they wanted, so they basically ended up squishing the amount of levels you need for all the other levels. So that you actually leveled faster without heirlooms, whether you had heirlooms or not, right? They basically made the leveling speeds faster than when heirlooms had XP bonuses on them. Compared to like, what is it? Or at least it's what they said they wanted to do, right? At least that's what they said they really wanted to do. Because I do remember people leveling like super quick during like MOP and WAD using cheesy methods and that XP potion in like certain areas, or spamming a few dungeons here and there, or like spamming, what's it called? For a bit, people used to do the thing where they would have a max level character spam you through Rage Fire, the Horde dungeon, and that used to give you Giga XP in like 15 minutes with a leveling or something, and then you had to do like some other dungeons or whatever because of some of the different transitionally XP stuff that we're doing before they switched to like what we currently have, like that leveling journey, the Chromie time leveling. They basically wanted to like make it so it's faster than for heirlooms, but it's faster for everybody. And then it's like, what was the point of heirlooms? Well, I guess there's like rested XP or like some other proc bonuses or whatever. It doesn't feel as good on the items, and I feel like it kind of lost a lot of that feel. But it's BS unless a veteran tells them new players won't get heirlooms until they low up in the cloud because there's questing. That's the thing, like if they kept the XP on heirlooms, then people that have played the game for a while would have just always had that buff. And I guess they wanted to remove it, but make leveling quicker. So as a new player, you can level, and you'll level as quickly as somebody who's been playing the game for a while. So you didn't feel like, oh, I'm just permanently behind because I haven't been playing the game for X amount of expansions. Got it. You know what I mean? I think that's what they were trying to like do. But that does mean like they had to basically downgrade the heirlooms themselves. Which I don't know. It's just like, it's not. I feel like there's no move that was ideal in that type of situation. I understand what they were trying to do, but yeah, I don't think there was like a ideal answer or an elegant solution to the entire thing. Maybe they should have given heirlooms like different damage procs, so it's like at least like leveling journeys faster because you're just killing stuff quicker or something. I really don't know. Or like movement speed increases or something like that, right? Like for a good bit they were like talking about what if there was like, what if, I think it was back in BFA, people talked about like, what if you had endgame gear, but like you had world endgame gear, so like exploring the open world and traversing and exploring it was easier, but you had like your own tier set. This is like an endgame player, like an open world player. And I thought, like, at the time I remember a buddy of mine saying like, what if they did something like that, but they did it for like heirlooms, so it felt like traversing the open world was easier in one way or another, so you technically leveled faster without necessarily getting like a better XP bonus, but like, I don't know, just some other way to like where traversal or getting from one quest to the next was quicker, easier, or something along those lines. But like imagining that, like how they would be able to do that, to me personally, it's kind of difficult, not gonna lie. Because I'm totally useless. Well, they feel useless, but like they're still, I mean, they're still nice in terms of like you don't need to be replacing items all the time. But yeah, in terms of how good they used to feel back in the day, it definitely does not feel that way anymore. Can I get a heal? Can I? Not literally a heal. I think this guy's literally healing us with heal. Can I get a flash heal or renew a power word? What's it called? Serenity? Anything? Anything that's a substantial heal? I think the man is actually healing us with the ability to heal. It says heal, but it doesn't. It's like it's the weakest heal. Yeah, he's actually healing with heal. Unless he's playing the Light Weaver thing. Oh, he's Light Weaver. I was gonna say for a second. I was gonna be concerned. Oh no. I'm gonna get cooldowns back. So we can just blast the boss. Or, yeah, we'll just blast the boss. Oh, at this point I'm just gonna hold it. First would ask healer, can I live? One heal is usually what I say. One heal. Healers love that one. Love hearing one heal, please. He's actually healing with heal. It's hilarious. Maybe it's actually good because they did try to buff up Light Weaver at some point. I don't know if they're actually got it like working really, really well. Whatever. But yeah, like heirlooms, I still do think that you should reconsider like give heirlooms maybe some kind of a different bonus where like if you've been playing the game for a while, your leveling should be easier to some degree. I don't really know how they would go about it, but it should be more convenient at the very least. Right? I think there's nothing wrong with that. Shouldn't necessarily, like if they have an issue with it being like faster, okay, but like it gotta be, there's gotta be some kind of a benefit, right? Probably should be. Oh, tank, please, no. Tank, please. Please, one taunt. Tanks also love that one. I tell them one taunt, question mark. Love it, this is their favorite. Can't get enough of it. And I'm getting random barrage procs and resets. Our K-Mage is feeling really, really good. Very, very good. Utility is to heirlooms to have change stuff at a certain point. Oh, what? Well, I just said the only utility to heirloom is not having to change gear. Yeah. I feel like maybe they should make heirlooms like stronger as just like a leveling item. It's just like stronger than anything you're gonna get while leveling. Maybe that should be the case, right? They're giga strong while low level. Make them like super, super, super good. Like at this point. Is that better? It gives mastery. I'll take it. Uh-oh. I forgot I'm not wearing pants. Here we go. I'll cover it up until I can get a pocket. This belt in particular, it works like a pretty decent, almost like a skirt look on the character. This is a Necrolord belt or whatever. But once you reach that point, you'll have to change it to normal stuff. What do you mean? What do you mean normal stuff? Look at the mog, man. It's clean. Now that you can not, what is it? Don't have to do the pants or whatever. It's clean. How does that hit even? Meteorite? That's okay. These mobs are gonna be super annoying, I'm telling you right now. Alright, pull. Or I guess I'll do it. I am the tank now. I am the captain. Man, this feels really good, dude. Those random barrages are insanely good. I love me some arcane, man. This is so good. Wish I got a level out of it though. Close. Close. No cool from dungeons or quest room. The heirloom from the Forsaken City is have a fixed level. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea on how to fix it, the whole heirloom thing, or how to make it feel better than... Like, I've thrown out a couple suggestions, but, like, you make a good point, though. Honestly, I have no idea. I believe it's 69, no joke intended. Oh, the actual, like, cap of it? Or, like, the base start? I feel like what also makes heirlooms even worse is the fact that you have to spend that much gold to upgrade them. That probably is the part that feels the worst, is the amount of gold you have to spend in order to upgrade them, and then even then, they don't really do anything. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? That's probably the part that feels like, oh, I don't want to do it. The upgrade is annoying. Yeah, like if they maybe remove the upgrade on them and you bought them once and was just like a natty and it scaled automatically as expansion went on or whatever, then I guess it would be like, well, okay, I guess it's just convenience, whatever. But yeah, I think what they need to do is make them stronger, like make them wildly stronger. Give it like the tank, like a tank neck, and that neck has like a cheat death mechanic or something. The DPS weapons or whatever get like random damage of like random fire or elemental effects or something. Right, really juice up all the heirloom gear. So upgrading it feels like, oh yeah, you're gonna be flying through levels because you're gonna be giga damage at lower levels. Yeah. Yeah. Because then it's like, you technically are leveling faster, but you don't actually have like any actual speed bonuses or whatever. You're just killing stuff and going through things really, really quickly. But like, yeah. Yeah. That'd be a nice middle ground in my opinion. Let me do this shit. I'm gonna do the awakening machine thing on the shaman because I meant to do that to see if I can get a mount. And I'll probably call it here then, because I gotta get some to eat and then get some stuff done. Let me go do that real quickly. I've done the awaken machine. If you haven't done the awaken machine thing on any of your ults, you definitely should, because the rewards for it are solid. Like, it's a lot of crusts you get out of it, and other currencies and gold and copper. I think it's copper keys too. But there's a chance that I'm mount from it if you can get the full like 20 waves done, which is not that difficult. I did it on my hunter before I even had any decent gear on that thing. Wait, did I get my weekly on this thing? I don't think I did. Hold on, maybe I'll go back. Hold on. Okay, we'll go back. It's good. So I already hear it's a lot of back and forth, but I'll just pick up the Awakening Machine weekly thing, the weekly bonus, so I'll get two birds with one stone. Just get them both knocked out of the way. You know what I mean? I'll get above that. Should be good. Yep. Yeah, the items definitely should be strong. Should be very, very good. There we go. Awaken a machine. Defeat cumulative waves and get the thing. Perfect. So I can do the waves and get the event done at the same time. So I don't need to do the world quest and then all the other stuff. I can just two in one. And there's some little tricks you can do here too in order to make it easier. Like there's the interrupt enemies or the ones that do cast. As long as you see them, they just explode. Every other mob, as long as you get like attention, you're chilling. Wait, what the hell killed them? Was it this guy? Okay, apparently Prime Storm can just kill those things on his own. Got it. I'm not even needed. I guess I don't have a lot of health, but I feel like those things took a second on my rogue every single time. I really wish you could kind of get those pulls to like happen a little quicker though, with the waves. They just died to the totem. Okay. Wait, hold on. If I knock him up. Yeah, that works too. Wait, I can just heal him too, can't I? Yeah. Oh, wow, this actually makes it even easier as a shaman or as a hybrid healing class. Although the totem does not want to heal him for some reason. I really wish I could just like press a lever and just like get the waves to advance a little quicker. This is taking a hot second here. Throw me healer too. I just took a little bit of damage that time. Because I know at some point they do ramp up a little bit. Wait, did I lose my buffs? Or was it just one? Better than NERF? It is noticeable. You are leveling a little slower. We tried it a couple of times. On my Death Knight at level 78, I felt like I wasn't getting weaker as quickly, right? So at least when it comes to like higher level characters, you don't feel like you're going too weak too quickly, right? Because you go from like overpowered to weaker up until you get better gear. Instead, it felt like you're not starting out nearly at the highest of peaks. Like your peaks are not as big. But yeah, you definitely are not as strong as you could be. You still are quick. It still is quick leveling experience. But like some of these dungeons, you are going much slower though than normal. Much slower. Although gear doesn't make a big difference, right? Because like on my mage that doesn't have nearly as good a gear that he had compared to my warlock from season 3. My mage is going to be level slower. Just by virtue of not having as good a gear. There's some differences like that. But it is slower. Like it is, at the end of the day, it is slower. Not as bad though. Definitely not as bad. Like people thought it was going to be pandemonium and like insanely slow. It is slower, but not as bad as people thought it was going to be. This is the one I was like a little worried about. Not a notice nerf much at 78 Ring of Deeps and still 515 gear. Yeah, like higher level characters actually don't feel that much weaker, but low level characters are gonna feel like baseline weaker. You don't start out nearly as like your scaling doesn't really start with a big kick in for like a good bit. So it is slower. But it's not nearly as bad as everybody thought it was going to be. But like Rookery, you're not going to be able to do like a 5-minute Rookery. I don't think. Like it would turn to like a 6-minute, maybe close to 7-minute Rookery. Not that bad. But definitely noticeably different. Wait, I thought I kicked you. Apparently didn't. Can I stun these things? I can.
I don't have a target.
Warlock. Warlocks are really fun. I definitely should get level mine. I'll probably level my mage first and then get the warlock up and running. I just need to focus on like a single character, not split my time between them. It's actually better that way. Have like one more wave, I think, after this. So it's not bad at all. It's just a little time consuming. Anyway, quick level from 10 to 70. 10 to 70 used to be the pre-patch event. Now I think it's just dungeons, I think. TBC dungeons used to be really good for that. And Wrath Liching dungeons too. Because they have a quest for them. That used to be really good. So I assume dungeons is still probably the play. Spam it as many dungeons as you can. The pre-patch used to be insane for it, but yeah. Now that that's gone. Maybe the pre-patch will come back at some point, right? Nice. Let's see if we get the mount. What about the area where people level boost and Dragonflight's still viable? Nokadon? You know, actually, now that Dragonflight is I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I didn't think about that. Mount? Not quite a mount, but like a cosmetic. Which I guess like it's kind of cool. I'll take it. Oh, it doesn't even look that cool, actually. Okay, cool. So you can get a mount for that thing, man. Okay. Mail. Okay, apparently it's a currency. Alright. So I also will need to do that on the DK to see if I can get the mount from this thing too. Was the new race racial again? There's a couple of them. There's like active and passive, but they have like an empowerment ability for their prime main racial ability. It is not. It's kind of okay. It's not amazing. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. 6 out of 10 shards. Oh, he's so close then. What about the area? Yeah, so that's actually a good question. I have no idea. There is a fastest strategy for ults, I think. For max level, yeah. Like from 70 to 80, definitely. Definitely. It is still, dungeons are going to be really quick either way. Drop chance for the mount? I have no idea. That is a good question. You just see you're part of an achievement on the beta. So if you got like all 20 waves on the beta, you got a guaranteed mount. It's the big mech one. But now I guess they changed it so it's a % chance to get it from the boxes. I have no idea what the % chance is at all though. But if you got a bunch of alts, definitely do the awakened. Oh wait, let me also turn in the quest on my shaman. But definitely do the awakened quest thing. Definitely do that awakened like event thing. It's worth. It just takes a second, right, to get through all 20 waves, but it's not difficult. Not really all that difficult. I have no idea what the actual drop rate though. If it's anything like the other mounts, then it's probably like close to 3%. That's what all the other mounts are. Like the what's it called? Like the Baladar one, the Baladar spawn, that's about 3%. I think the Mole is also about 3% in the Lurker event. And I think that one is maybe also 3%. I have no idea. How do you have red skin on your new? Red skin color for your race, I'm new. Aye. So Draenei got at some point a quest line where basically the, what are they called? The Eridune or something? It's like the demonic Draenei from Legion, right? The corrupted Draenei that are still in Argus, you know, after the fall of Legion in Legion. It's basically the contact Valen, and they're like, hey, we made mistakes, want to atone for them. Is there a possibility of us to reintegrate back ourselves with the Draenei? Because there's still Draenei, they're just, you know, corrupted Draenei, but also part of how Draenei Warlocks came to be a class that's playable for Draenei. So yeah, so it's like a bit of like lore how they specifically got to be warlocks or whatever. And there's even like a little warlock quest line or whatever where even a Lightforged Draenei becomes a warlock because they want to expand warlocks to more race options. And for them, Eridune, Eradar, I don't even remember. It's like specific. type of Draenei. But yeah, you do the quest line, you get to unlock a bunch of variants. You get demonic eye choices like pink, dark blue, like voidy looking eyes, green, and a bunch of like demonic Eridan color options. So like red, like, and then other like a darker, more fell options or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They added that like a while ago. And to start the quest, I think you just go to Orgrimmar or Stormwind, and there should be a quest where a like one of the Vindicar Draenei is like standing, I think, either next to where the war chief would be or where the king would be, King of Stormwind, and you just start the quest. That, or you should be able to pop it up on your like suggested content, and it should be somewhere out here. Like one of these, if you keep scrolling through it, there should be one for like that quest if you've never done it before. But yeah, that was added back in like Dragonflight. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's quick. Like you just go to the Argus and you meet up with the leader of like these demon Draenei, and he gives Valen some info. You go over there, kill some dudes, come back. They have a bit of a back and forth talk. That's it. You're good. You earn them. And there's a little bit of like more context about those Draenei and like all types of Draenei when you do the Draenei Heritage set quest line, where you can get like the unique Heritage armor set for Draenei. Is it Heritage? Yeah. It's pretty neat. So definitely worth doing. I like the quest line a lot. It was really cool. I liked it a lot. Like if you're into Draenei and like the whole lore or whatever, it's really cool. It's a cool quest line. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's make a rogue is the strongest right now. Probably like Assassin. Like right now, like we're not doing seasonal content, but I think Assassin is probably going to be the strongest based on what was strong back in the beta. Just going off of raw beta numbers specifically. Crack that shard mount yet? No, I have not. No, I've only got like 2 shards, I think. I have not been farming those shards at all though. So to be fair, I have not. I do want to make it like my goal eventually, but that's a hell of a grind, man. I like grinding within limits. Within city limits though. You know what I mean? Like I want to within limits though. Like there's a point where it's sometimes things are too much. And I feel like that mount is too much. You know what I mean? I feel like that one is too much. A little too much. I definitely want to do it, but I think it's one of those things that will eventually will have enough shards. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of like open world things that'll give me an opportunity for me to be able to get those shards. So yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. Not worried about grinding it like in this moment. I think over time I'll just be able to get enough. I got like 2 though. You can still use warbands and shards. Yeah, so yeah, you'll be like anytime I'm playing any of my characters, there's a chance that I'll be able to loot a shard, and then over time I imagine that I'll have 10, and eventually I'll just go up and get the mount. And then your combination for leveling, like what class to level or how to level. If you're trying to level the fastest for just raw XP, dungeons are still quick. Even after they did a bit of a nerf for dungeons, it's more of a nerf rather than a full-on hard nerf. It is slower, but it is still very effective. It's dungeons. It's quick. It's pretty mindless. You just run in, pull stuff, kill it. Good. Go for the B. I already did the B. That was the thing. I already got the B. Right. I was doing a bit of my farming for both the B, which is how you can get the shards. Where's the B? Where's the B? Sorting meat B, right? This I was doing, and I got a couple of shards. But also, if you do where's C's Barg? This guy too. There are a couple of locations we can farm the Rubens while also getting shards at the same time. I did do those for a little bit, but those are so much worse for like raw amount of chitin, chitin, whatever you want to do it. Chitin, the venom, the blood. Those are the worst if you're trying to farm shards and Nerubian recipe stuff. So I mostly spend my time, like I did a good portion of it the slow way, trying to go for shards too, but it's like, dude, I really just want to get Seasbarg. Like this bird is cool, I'll get it eventually, but like Seasbarg, I really want it now. So I decided to do more of the raw Seasbarg farms, like for just specifically for that. But yeah, got like 3 shards. Yeah, you get shards from like anything in Isle of Dorn, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing like other world quests or other things in the Isle of Dorn in the future. So I'm not like super, oh, I really got to do it now kind of you know, mindset. I'll get it eventually, is how I'm looking at it. I'll get it eventually. You know what I might do while I'm here? I might as well do another one of those awakening machines, because I'm sure the DK can probably just do it even right now. I don't have like any gear on this thing, but it can probably do it fine. What do you mean with dungeon level and nerf? So it's technically they end up nerfing the scaling for leveling, but where a lot of people were utilizing the scaling and really kind of min-maxing that scaling component is within dungeons. So I guess dungeons, which has been the fastest leveling component recently, those have gotten nerfed recently. Yeah. I have like no haste, man. Might as well do this thing at this point. I have like 0 haste. Jesus Christ. That's pretty bad. Oh yeah, this thing didn't even haste at all. I'm in a bad need of haste, man. I'm jonesing for some haste right now. Jesus, 5% is not a lot. Not a lot. But yeah, they ended up nerfing the scaling, which is where people were able to get like 5-minute dungeon runs. Did I just do the thing again too? Okay, I'm gonna fly back up. I need a thing. I need to do a thing. I feel so dumb having to fly back up, but I need to do a thing. At least you get the wind set up, so at least you can get back up really, really quickly. Never mind, apparently I only picked that one up. And it's just stuck to, wait, can I remove it? Can I switch it? Because mine is stuck to Cinderbrew Meadery. Can I abandon it? I can. Pog. Okay. Oh, so let's do this. Because I know I'm going to forget. I know I'm going to forget. Alright, we set it up. Bam. Beautiful. How dare they? What they have? Nerf life is over. It's not nearly as bad, but it is a nerf. A nerf is a nerf. It's not nearly as bad. You're not gonna all of a sudden just like take 20 minutes to get a dungeon done. But like rookery 5-minute runs are no more. If you are going quick, you can get like a 6-minute run, but it is gonna go a little slower. You can no longer like one-shot things like you used to be able to. Which kind of blows, not gonna lie. But it's like, it's not nearly as bad. It is a nerf, but it's not nearly as bad. But like we tried it, right? I think gear is going to end up making a bigger impact. Plus, characters that are higher level, as long as you keep it up with gear, you actually have a bit more of an impact in how fast the dungeon is ran. So it's not all down to like how giga juice is your low level. But like even higher level characters, as long as you have decent gear and keeping up with everything, you'll be okay for the most part. So it's not worth anymore. No, it still is worth. It is still worth. No, it's still worth. It is still faster. That hasn't changed. But it has been nerfed. Just be aware. It did get nerfed. It is still quick. But it is quicker than the alternative, but it is nerfed. Which is the sucky part. Yeah, exactly. Oh, those are good. Just start people complain about every single thing, no matter how many times they're wrong. Well, like I feel like everybody being able to voice their complaints is perfectly fine. I have no issues with that at all. But like it's similar stuff like it's like you were saying earlier, Wes, like how the socket thing, right? The socket thing, the change for PvP sockets where it's now based off of like honor you have. You said like, oh man, that sucks. I'm never gonna be able to get a socket now. But it's like it's actually quicker because you know like I have to wait on a weekly rotation for the Great Vault in order to be able to get sockets in pieces. Because like when somebody sees like, oh, you tell me I need 150,000 honor to get all my PvP pieces socketed out. What is this? And it's like, well, it's actually you earn a lot of what is it, 9,000 per socketed item, and you earn a lot of honor. Like once you have full set of honor gear and you're grinding for conquest, you earn a lot of honor passively every single week. So you'll actually be able to get yourself fully socketed out. I think you might actually be able to buy all the sockets before you even have like full conquest gear. You're probably going to be done with that grind like a lot earlier than you think. And like the amount of honor that people have throughout the season and they just gotta sit cap is usually pretty high. So now like the honor could actually go places. So it's like, it seems like it's a lot of honor, but if you're playing pretty regularly, it isn't. Like, even if you just like log it into the character just to cap conquest every single week, whether you do it through RBGs or whether you do it through like arenas or whatever. Like it seems like it's a lot, but like that's about how much honor you'll be able to get, or more honor you'll be able to just get by passively playing and capping out for the week. If that makes any sense. So I'm a bit worried because I can't play much and kick honor right now. I mean, if you are getting capped out for the week, like usually it should be more than enough. Keyword should. Right. I am hoping that they'll like monitor it and they'll adjust it as needed. If it is taking like literally forever, because I don't think anybody wants to be, you know, doing capital honor for an entire age. Oh, dude, the Eyes of Death Torrent is dual wield. That's so good. I think both weapons. Do both weapons benefit from it, or is it just one? I can't even tell. I think it is just one. But like, it's so good though. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is why you need a lot of haste though, so you can get more auto attack swings. Haste is mandatory for that kind of build. Things are starting to hurt the DK a little bit though. I wonder if I should have just done on his blood. I feel like with blood I would have 0 issues. So we need to grab you. And then we need to blast you real quick. Oh, that took like 2 seconds. Okay, that's not bad at all then. Can I see this thing? No, you can't. If he self-destruct while he's getting buffed up, do you think he like actually dies, or is he just like live and just does it again? Because he got an immunity while trying to self-destruct. Like, what happens? It's like the chicken or the egg kind of situation then. Okay, one more wave and then we get like a final thing. Can I AMS it? I can. Oh, that is nice. Immunity to the self-destruct. I just wonder what happens in that situation, right? What happens if you self-destruct while immune? Like, do you still Do you just not self-destruct then? You know what I mean? Balance is all things should be. Yeah, it is perfectly balanced. What do you mean? So really, I just gotta survive for like a couple more waves. Uh-oh. We're gonna AMS it just so we don't get debuffed. We're gonna pull him. I don't want to pull them away from the guy. Okay, so apparently they still explode even if you try to kill him or interrupt them. Killing him while he's still destruct. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what happens in that situation? I need to help him. Grab him. That's actually a cheat death mechanic. That's not good. Basically, I just died there. I just need to live like one wave, and then hopefully it'll be okay for the big boss guy. Okay, I might actually die here. Hope I don't. Heal, heal. I think I'll just strike this thing for a second. They don't count for like that Dark Sucker buff for the self heal for some reason. And actually, me stalling that out a little helped because now I have cooldowns with the big thing. I just hope it doesn't hit that hard. Because every time I've had like a pet or something that could tank it for me. That's never that bad. Actually, I feel like that last guy at the end, that was easier than that one pull where it got kind of hairy. Alright, mount time. Please give me the mount. Little box, no mount, right? Little box, no mount. The big one is going to be the mount. Alright. Alright. Please, mount me. Oh, no. Alright, well, there's that. That's all the box is. Alright, all I can do is now get a mage up and running. That's all I can do. That's literally all I can do at this point. Is hope for the mage. Alright. Alrighty there. Shinies, I'll take. Violet stones, I take. Candle, I'll take. Crest, I'll take. Even more crests, I'll take. How many crests did I get from all that? 10? 30? Okay. Alright, let's start. Get our weekly, and then I'll call it here. And I'll get other stuff done while also getting something to eat. And then tomorrow, chat, I'm probably just gonna be taking it easy. And then Friday, we're back with duels. I already got Kragar hitting me up. He's like, yo, we're doing them early? And I'm like, if you wanna. So we're gonna be doing what we're doing for pre-patch. Starting an hour early. Okay, a little upgrade here and there. Neat. And I'll probably spend some time tonight maybe trying to get mage up and running, seeing if I can get that thing also. To do the Awakened Machine run. But yeah, those will be jank right now. I think it'll be pretty fun, like early on like that. Because everybody's geared at this point. Like the gearing for honors doesn't take that long. I feel like most people will take like a day. But yeah, but I mean, he's excited for it, and he's down, and he's got homies that he's gonna be bringing too. So that should be pretty fun. I'm sure that a lot of boys on NA already geared up and everything. We took a break from it last week just because there was no shot people were gonna be able to be, you know, we be playing during that time or whatever. But you know, it should be fun either way, though. It should be fun either way. But yeah, thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'm gonna leave you guys with a good song, actually. Let's see if we can find it again. Where is it? Yeah, this one. This is a good one. Tomorrow, day off for me. I'm just chilling and getting some work done, but chilling. You guys have a good one though. Have fun leveling. It is not as nerfed as people say. It is slower, but it is not as bad. Really not bad at all. And yeah, I'm bad at ending these. I'm just gonna go. Also, Bellador Mount spawning in like an hour on an A at the very least, so get that while you can. Alrighty, peace.